videos, and then she got signed to 100 Thieves, that one gaming company I told you guys
They made
about.
that pirate game, right?
I know
Well,
about that.
no, they don't actually build games. They're an esports company, and so
Mm.
essentially they have like 5 different esports teams, but then they also have
I see.
content creators, and those content creators are often like popular Twitch streamers, TikTok influencers, Instagram influencers that game. They sign these guys on to do like brand deals, marketing, and stuff like that. And then they get a portion of the profits, just like you would like any player out there on the NBA and stuff like that. You sign them to the team, you give them an annual check, and then on return, you also get
Lots of
advertisement and stuff
different
like
ones.
that.
Can
Um,
can y'all actually see the stream? Sorry to interrupt you right there.
Let
no,
me
you're good. That
refresh.
comes first.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck my laptop on. There we go. All right, but
Is there
that's
an associated URL?
yeah. Let me
It's just
throw it in
yeah.
the admin chat right quick.
Yep, I see it. It's live.
All right,
Yeah.
sweet. We'll get send out some links and we'll get started.
Not them likes.
I'm not
Yep.
sure if like tags and stuff like that change anything here.
I
What do
don't
you
know
mean?
either. I was,
I'm not sure.
curious, but I'm not certain.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I forgot about that whole I know that y'all started that Notion thing. I'm gonna start adding to that. I forgot all about that
Yeah, that
shit.
was like ideas because I know we were using Notion. Honestly, it can be used for everything
Yeah.
because of how fucking powerful it is. But it
I
really
have
is
an
just
idea.
Yeah,
what a
cause I
great idea.
if I would have
We
known
should
that, I
have
would
a
have just put all of this little slide deck inside of Notion basically.
mhm.
I fuck
Yeah,
with Notion. It's like that shit is
uh,
fire.
we should have a
yeah,
BS
Notion's
section
awesome.
Yeah.
so that people can call BS on stuff they see on anime that just doesn't make any sense. Because I
Like
mean,
the last Sword Art
AJ,
Online episode. I'm not sure if
where
anyone
do you
still
want to go with
watches
I'm
Sword
this?
Art, but
you know where this is going, Carl. We've already talked about this. I
Look,
have an opinion
it makes
on
perfect sense,
I have an opinion,
AJ.
and I don't know. Should I save this for when I talk about what I've been watching? Because that might
Save
be
it.
better.
Save it.
Save it. Just save
Because
it.
I don't want to
Yeah,
wait. I
save
don't want
it,
to
save
waste
it,
y'all
Because I
time.
save it.
want to roast you when
You
when I
took
when
some butter,
you come up to me.
bruh.
Look, look.
This man
No,
always
look.
roasting.
First of all, I believe I'm completely just in this. I'm
You
not.
so
I
You're incorrect.
Everybody thinks they're completely just in their opinions.
no. This is look. This is scientifically true. What I'm about to.
he said this
Okay,
is
Everybody
scientifically
thinks they're
true.
justified in
All
their
right, save
opinions.
save that
Right?
energy for
listen. Just
Yeah, for
okay.
for
I'm
when
I'm
we
sorry.
ready
talk
to
Go
about when
shut
ahead,
we
it
be
Captain.
down with
presuming.
my flat gun
What?
mounted and ready to go. Okay.
Lord.
Look, I got questions. That's really what it is, and I want
Oh,
to see. I want to know what y'all. Okay.
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
well,
You'll get the
we'll see. We'll
answer
see in a
and then you'll
second.
accept it.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
ready?
Put it in. Suave.
Y'all good to go?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us and welcome to the podcast. Follow us at Blerdimension everywhere if you haven't already. Make sure you turn on notifications so you can be the first to know when we got new content for you. I'm Kavan, also in the Grito Suave. We got JK at Beast Eternal.
What's up?
We got Creston at Not Circ.
What's good?
Hey, we got AJ Nos Ninja.
What's up?
We got JD Create Activity.
what's up, everyone?
And we got Carl KBH.
So,
Hey, all right. All of our pronouns are he, him, and his. We got 3 segments for y'all on the podcast. We're going to talk about what we've been consuming this week. That means games we've been playing, shows, movies we've been watching, comics we've been reading, whatever. Then we're going to talk about some nerdy news. It seems like it's been a little bit of a light news week, but it is some kind of big news. And then after news, we got a topic of the week to discuss. And then after the podcast, we have a real quick intermission. And then we're going to get into some Halo. So Stay tuned for that.
And I'm winning today. Every
Sure
You
you
say
are.
that
single
every
Every
week,
day.
dog. You know what? So what you
Law of
been consuming
averages,
this week,
son.
AJ?
Law of averages. I gotta be right sometime. If I say it every day,
I
Listen,
don't. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's how that works.
you're gonna
no, that is
win
how that
once
works.
we
That's
get like
literally how that
50
works.
followers. That's gonna be the
AJ,
night
I
you
like that
win.
new
Is
positivity.
when we get that.
Okay.
I'm
I like that
winning
new
tonight.
positivity.
I got my
Okay.
elite controller set up
I
right.
believe in you, dog.
Oh, you got the elite,
This man.
elite fired
Yeah,
up.
I got the
Have
thumbs. I
no
went in there and
belief in that
custom my
phone.
thumbsticks.
Listen, the only way
Alright.
you win is if Crest is not playing and Beast is not playing and Suave ties his hand behind his back.
And
Damn.
all of those things are possible. So
You
what are we talking
Mm,
about?
He's an and.
ice
And
cold.
wow, just rude. So all right.
Uh,
So what you been consuming this week, AJ? We'll start with you since you
okay,
fired
yeah.
up,
What me? Like, oh,
fired
okay.
up, ready to go.
this man, he's ready.
Look,
He
so
is ready.
first of all, okay, so I'll start with what I was before I get into my issue. I've been consuming this. Mostly, I've been reading this art book by. He's an Instagram artist. Well, he probably does more than that, but on Instagram he's really popular. His name is Ross Tran. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him.
Sounds familiar. Sounds
It's kind of an anime style. It's not really anime, but it kind of
Mhm.
is. Like it's anime inspired, but he draws like really pretty girls, anime or whatever. And he came out with an art book about a story he's been writing called Nima or whatever. So I've been reading through it, and I kind of like I like art books. I wish I had more, but this is kind of like an art book mixed with a story. So
Mhm.
I'm really interested in that. Also, kind of want to do something like that eventually. So it's just really cool to see him out, and I kind of followed him through the process, so I got to kind of like see him make it. So it kind of feels even cooler to have it in your hands and see like this wasn't that hard. I could probably do this if I really sat down and hunkered down and put some effort in. And I've been catching up normal shows for me. I've been watching God of High School and Fire Force. I caught up to like the English dub of season 2,
mm-hmm.
and this is where my issue is. So last week we talked about the fight between Sho and Shinra,
Yep, we
which
did.
which was flames, pun intended, right? So great, right?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, but I have an issue. You can't freeze the universe without consequences.
I mean,
I
Everybody's just gonna like nod their head when
look.
he's like,
I
"Oh,
just
he's
froze the
I
cooling."
universe
thought it was
last
gonna be
week.
something. I thought it
No,
was
no,
gonna be like something
Story wise, this
outrageous.
man over here talking about science inside of an
And
anime.
no,
he's
no,
talking about
no,
physics and
no,
the
no,
Inside of an
no,
stars
anime,
no. Don't come at me like I brought
as
that
if
in, right?
Newton
Don't come at
is
me
in a
like
world, in a
this isn't like
world
this
where
isn't
people
like
can harness fire
fire. Granted,
in
the
three
show does
different
have good
generations,
science,
no, no,
but
no,
you
no,
and
have
no,
to
they
have a
fight demons.
bliss of openness for certain
What do you
science.
no,
know
no,
about
no,
that,
no,
that
no, no,
Abdullah burst though?
no.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
Get out of
Is
here.
it called it's not Abdullah Burst, isn't it?
it's
Like
like
it's Abdullah
Abdullah,
Burst. It's
Adola.
no.
Abdullah Dola,
Adoll. Hey,
some burst. It don't
might be a
matter.
dollar. I don't know. Either
My
way.
point
Either
is,
way,
my
either
point is,
way,
no. I'm
Abdullah.
cool
The
with.
burst
If they had never explained it, if they were just like he could freeze time, I'd been like, that don't make no sense. But I would have been able to go on. It is when he brought the universe into this. I didn't bring the
He
universe into
said
this.
he.
'Cause, I mean, it's a big place, and they haven't been off Earth in Fire Force. They've never even seen another planet. But you telling me he's freezing the he's freezing the universe in order to freeze time. He's cooling down the universe. I'm sorry, to freeze time so that he can, mess people up. I was like, okay, guys.
does I don't think
Like
it's
when are we just gonna be honest and call BS on some of these
I
ideas?
don't think
Like,
it's freezing the universe though. I think it's
no,
that
he's cooling the.
he
I'm sorry,
does.
he's
He's
cooling it.
cooling. Yeah, he
He's
does say he's
cooling
cooling
the
the universe.
universe so
I
he can
mean,
freeze
if
time.
you think about it this way, heat is motion. If he get it cold
No, no,
enough,
no.
everything stop
I
moving.
understand that part of the physics. I don't understand how he doesn't. He's not irreparably doing harm and damage to the
Oh, he
rest of
might
the
be. We haven't
universe.
got there
I
yet. It was the
I
first
mean
season.
you
Yeah,
do.
I
Okay,
mean,
but
He
the
very
and
burst
well may
then
be.
itself does
See,
damage. So
AJ,
and
like,
then
you focusing on something outside the
no,
realm
no, 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 no,
of
and
that
then
entire of the
but
entire
no.
story.
All right,
You're
but no, AJ is right.
AJ. This
and
is
then
why
and
I
then
can't believe I'm saying
show.
that.
I mean, and then
But AJ
Shinra.
is right.
I'm right almost all the time. Check. I don't know what
No,
you're
you're
talking
not
about.
right all the time.
That's a
But
damn
he is
So,
right.
This man
and then
just
That's
said-
a damn lie.
and then
Um,
Shinra
you know-
gets the little Adola link or whatever the name of the technique is, and now
Yeah.
he's moving at the speed of light.
He gets the grace.
Which does make sense.
Entity
No,
from
no,
another
no, it
dimension.
doesn't make sense. Anything moving at the speed of light in our atmosphere destroys our planet. That's just the truth.
Our planet, not their
Not
planet.
their planet.
But he's existing in both of the. Oh,
He exists. He has a link to another dimension.
and
to
let me just
Which
say
is
this.
the burst.
And let me
The
just say
burst
this.
comes from another dimension.
So
And let me also just say this. None of this has anything to do with fire, by the way. Cooling the universe has nothing to do with fire. Yeah, I get it. Heat. If you want to just go back to heat, right? I get it.
It should just be called the heat force.
Yeah, the heat.
that
This
don't
is not
sound as
about
good.
fire anymore.
it's kinetic
I mean, you
motion,
got
right?
the lieutenant of like Squad 1 doing the same shit. I mean, not the same shit, but a similar concept.
Yeah, he's intensifying. I don't get his power either, but it's
I
less
have no idea the
offensive to
science
me
behind that.
if they start to explain it and
Maurice-
it's trash. I'm gonna let y'all know.
But look,
Maurice
but
said it's
look, put it
anti-heat.
this way. So where are you at on season 2? How far you got on season 2?
I'm at the part where let me see. They just got to like the other reactor.
Ooh.
Okay, so they just got
So Breeze
okay,
over here trying to help us
so
out. I
the fight
appreciate
where
it.
he
Yeah.
the fight where he had against where Shinra had against what's the big dude who could stomp and cause
Oh
explosion.
yeah. Oh shit. What is his name?
Yeah, he was just absorbing kinetic energy
He
and
was
then
exactly
redistributing it. Yeah.
And so in that sense, it changes how they're manipulating the fire.
No,
It's much
I'm
more
all cool with that.
kinetic
I'm cool with that explanation, right? It's plenty of X-Men with that power. I get it. That makes that I'm comfortable with. And I'm
You know what I'm
comfortable
saying?
with all kinds of powers, right? Like
Right.
just
I'm
when
saying
you
with
start
shows,
cooling the universe, I'm like that's got
I'm
effects
saying
on
I
everybody.
think they
And you're
explained
doing
wrong.
it just
That's how they
here.
explain it in the dub version. In the Japanese version, probably explained differently because
You know what?
they translate differently.
I'm gonna take you up on that. I'm watching the Japanese version tomorrow, and I guarantee you it's gonna be just as garbage. 'Cause-
Not
No,
just as garbage.
Listen,
Damn.
no,
dubs
that's a
are nowhere near as accurate as subs. So you have to do dubs dumb it down for
I
us
feel you,
English
Maurice.
folk.
no. I
Like,
understand.
Hey,
to
Brandon
be
is
dumb.
smart of a good
I
point.
understand how you can
Exponential heat
use.
is ice. That is
No,
a
I
good
get.
point.
No, I get the physics, right? I get how you can say because basically
exponential
fire,
heat is
fire
ice,
and fire and ice aren't really elements, right? It's just having energy or not having energy, right? You remove
Right.
motion and heat, whatever, you get ice. You add it, you get flames eventually, right? I get that. I'm not talking about the science behind the heat. I understand how heat works. I mean, I got an elementary level of science, but I at least understand that, right? Like, I'm no physicist, but
But you can Google.
no, I'm just saying this man, this man is freezing or cooling the universe. Why are y'all so cool about that? Like, no, yeah,
You know,
I
Y'all
mean,
said
dog.
that
Okay,
last
hold on.
week.
Wait.
yeah.
What do you mean? How can we be so? We got a boy who shoot fire from his feet and can fly with that shit. We got
Look,
the nigga turning fire into ice with a trombone. Like, I mean, I've had to suspend a lot of belief. It's okay.
yeah,
At this
but you
point,
just
I'm just
got rid
letting
of
it
it. It's
fly.
suspended. You know what
I
suspension
don't
means,
watch
right?
anime
Because this
for
isn't suspension.
science.
This is excommunication of the belief. You just took
the
it out of
only
there.
anime I
You're
watch
like,
for
well,
Hey,
science,
who needs belief right
Who
now?
needs
Dr.
the only
belief?
Everything's
anime I
fair.
watch for science is Dr. Stone. That's the
That
only
And that
hey,
shit's
anime I
that
watch.
is the
accurate.
one, and that
Dr.
shit is
That's the
Stone,
fire.
only one I
Dr.
watch.
Stone's got me a
Then
master's degree in
AJ,
leave
science.
don't
science
you
out of
dare.
it.
Don't you dare try to explain it.
Don't you dare
Don't
come for
you
Dr.
dare.
Stone.
I've
Don't you
never seen
dare
Dr.
come for
Stone.
Dr. Stone.
I've
I
never
will
seen it,
throw
so I can't.
hands.
I can't judge it.
Freaking
I've never
dare,
seen it.
AJ. Don't you
No,
dare.
what I'm saying is that if you're gonna just do things like destroy the universe for the sake of a cool fight scene, just don't explain to me the science, and then I'm okay. Like I'm okay. Don't bring it in,
So you
and then
pretty
be
much
like
have
yeah,
Gurren
you'll
Lagann.
go with this.
You pretty much want to have Gurren Lagann, where they did destroy the universe, and there was no explanation of why the universe was being destroyed.
Damn.
Sort of.
No, because there would be an explanation for why the universe is being destroyed here. He froze it or he cooled it. He just stopped the expansion. Like what's happening to the rest of the stuff in the universe that's moving at light speed?
I mean, maybe he just stopped
I'm
everything. You know what? We don't know yet.
hopeful.
What else you been watching? What else you been? We gonna move on.
Actually,
We gonna move on. Fuck it.
Yeah, my bad.
Nah,
Yeah.
you good.
Anyway,
It was a good
got
call,
a high
but
got a high school. Good stuff, right?
yeah, I
God,
haven't
so
caught up to
amazing.
man.
right.
They
I'm
didn't. They
waiting
didn't
to
talk
binge
about
it.
science one time. They didn't talk about science one time. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
No, because they do what all humans should do: just throw fists.
Yeah.
Just
That's it.
throw
Throw
fists.
hands, throw knives,
Exactly.
light
Yeah.
flights,
So
and
many problems solved if we just throw fists. Fuck the
Really,
weapons,
and
fuck the guns. Just get me in a ring and let's solve our problems. You win, cool. You win the argument. I win, bitch. I win the argument.
first off, I just want to say one thing about God at high school. When homeboy came to the ring and he's like, "Oh, where is such and such?" He didn't say shit. He was like, "I'll show you what happened to him," and it showed play by play exactly what happened to him. I was like, "Yo, this man just went Super Saiyan 12 on this dude
Mm-hmm.
and kicks for days, didn't know what to do, got his ass whooped. Like it was
Could you
glorious.
imagine
I was like,
if
this
you
is
could fight like
glorious.
that? It's
Glorious. It's
fantastic.
possible. It's very
It's
possible.
Can
possible.
you? I imagine that constantly.
You're right.
And I went Carl, like you have
He's
Look,
like, that's all I want.
look,
you
Bruce
have
Lee
scenarios.
techniques. I've done a couple spirit bombs in my imagination a few times.
A few
okay.
times. I would have given you my energy, Carl. I would have given you my energy.
I don't.
No, I'm keeping my
You don't
energy.
have to give it to me. I'll take it. Goku's just being nice. I'll take it.
That's not true at all. You couldn't
It
use
has
the
to be
spirit bomb. Your
willing.
heart's not pure enough to use the spirit bomb.
Exactly. Your heart's not pure enough.
You out here just
Hey, Jay,
taking
that's
energy.
messed
You're
up.
right about
That's
that. I will
that's not
take it.
that's not how the spirit bomb works. You can't take the energy. That's why it's only
That's called
pure-hearted
an
people can
energy
use it.
leech. That's called
Everybody would be throwing spirit bombs if it's not. It's
I
not a
will
Just
difficult
get
do it.
thing to
Goku,
learn.
force Goku to take it, or I'll kill Chi Chi.
Hey, yo,
Simple.
what? You know
You
what?
think he
You
cares
watch
about
anything
Chi
else,
Chi?
right
Sage?
now.
Let's be really here.
All right.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm
You
done.
Let's
done.
take a
All right.
moment.
Speaking
Do
of
you
that,
think Goku at all cares about what fucking Chi Chi thinks?
Yeah.
Craig,
This
don't even tempt it to go any
this
further. Just
this
go
Lord.
man comes
ahead.
in, lays it down. She pops out a baby 9 months later. He comes back and goes, "Oh, I have another son. Let me train you how to kick niggas' asses." And then he leaves again.
That's all he.
Goku is the worst
She's the
dad.
sparring partner
That's
factory. That's all she is.
valid.
The sparring partner factory. He needs
Pretty
strong
much.
sparring partners, and she helps make them.
Wait,
Exactly.
You said
never
she.
mind. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Bruh.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
she's
say
the
nothing.
manager.
So who want to go next?
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll go real quick.
All right, go ahead.
'Cause after what AJ talking about, I had to
Look,
switch. I got to switch. Um, so I've been watching Lovecraft Country. That's been
Mm.
getting really good.
Mm.
Um, it actually drops facts about stuff that actually happened that wasn't aware of. Um, I played Avengers last night. For like 3 hours,
I did too.
2.5, 3 hours. That was fun. Samurai Jack I got on PlayStation. Um, uh, was it Mr. Pedro Creston?
Oh, my
My friend
friend Pedro.
Pedro.
Hmm.
I say Pedro. That's terrible. And Remnant. Me and Creston been playing Remnant. That's been fun.
That shit's
Hmm.
wild.
Been watching ReZero, and I'm getting just like annoyed with the characters a little bit. And it's not a bad annoyance. It's just like cringe annoyance.
Yeah.
Annoyance.
How come?
Yeah.
What's got you cringing?
Um, that damn the little girl who's the librarian.
Oh,
She just
yeah.
I was like, what is wrong with this girl? Like it's like I felt like super. I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, but but no, I'm excited for this weekend because The Boys comes out, and I just got HBO Max a couple days ago, so I'm gonna catch up on the Raised by Wolves. It's a new show. It looked interesting,
Nice.
and I wanted to go to the movie theater and watch New Mutants.
Boy,
It's a
What's
bad
stay
wrong with
idea.
your
Yeah,
you?
ass
cut that shit
away
out.
from
You
me.
also want
What's
to
wrong with
survive.
you?
This man wants to die.
What's wrong with you? Like,
Boy.
man, look,
He's gonna wait for that shit come to digital.
Yeah, no
It'd be the
bugs.
same thing, except
Look,
your
it's
life won't be at risk.
It
Yeah.
really be at risk though because ain't nobody
It's gonna be
going.
shitty in the theaters. It's gonna be shitty digital.
Y'all motherfuckers gonna be coughing.
Exactly. All day
I
coughing.
don't know that. Y'all ain't been to the damn movie, so how the fuck do y'all know?
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right,
I
this
all
watched
right.
the
Go
live
ahead.
this
All right,
action.
brother is not
go
going
ahead.
to the
Go ahead.
movies until 2024.
All right, this is the last time y'all gonna see this man on this stream.
No fuck.
It's like,
Hey,
nah.
y'all relax.
We are now looking for a replacement host.
So y'all condemn me to death. That's what y'all saying.
I
I
said
Hey,
mean,
no,
you
nothing.
you
did that.
condemned
I said
Yeah,
nothing.
yourself, sir.
I
When you
want
you
decided
I
to
doing
want
go
you
on
to
a
that.
go have
rant.
a good
But
time and
y'all
come
putting
back
out that
tasting
energy,
it.
so y'all gonna make shit come
No,
true.
I just want to roast you when you
Stay in
get
your
back. I
room.
want you to be in complete health. But then
So
when you get
I'm just
back, I
gonna
want to
I'm just
roast
gonna
you.
stay in my lane.
Exactly,
Stay in my
Maurice.
And
lane.
you're
Why
part of the
die?
problem.
Anyway,
Exactly.
but I heard teeter tot on New Mutants. Some
Hmm.
people said it was bad. Some people said it was good, but it should have been turned into like
Like
a
serious?
A
show,
Netflix
Netflix
movie.
show. Yeah, a Netflix movie or a show.
That's pretty
Um,
much the way to go with everything nowadays.
yeah, but I want to go check that out. Interesting enough, I want to see uh Mulan when it comes out a little bit
Hmm. That's tomorrow.
on Disney Plus.
Yep, that
Unfortunately,
is tomorrow.
but some reason they said so. I don't
It's
get how
$29
they charge you
plus.
$30, but they said it's still going to be exclusive on Disney Plus after it
That's
releases.
that's your
So
movie
So
theater.
it's
Yeah.
$30 to
Exactly.
see. It was $30 to view it before release, and they started doing that I think like 2 weeks ago or something, where you can do
okay,
like if you pay $30, you can see it before release.
okay,
You might as well
okay.
just wait for that shit.
I'm gonna just wait till
Yeah.
it come out. Why I'm gonna pay $30 for our pay?
I mean, you can
People
do that
did
with
it.
New Mutants.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah,
send New Mutants to digital very quickly because they're
Oh
not gonna
yeah,
make any money in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
been straight to
theaters.
they're gonna
digital.
do that. I mean,
yeah,
that's why they held off on doing Black Widow too. Like Marvel's
Hmm.
just
yeah,
like, come on, we can wait. But they're gonna realize they're not gonna see the money they normally would. Like,
Hmm.
especially with Marvel movies, do you know how packed those motherfuckers are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and they're packed for weeks.
Yeah, it's like an
Like,
inverse relationship. Everybody's gonna be
yeah,
expected to be packed, so nobody's gonna go. They're
Yeah.
like,
exactly,
no,
Exactly.
I don't want to get sick. If it was like a lesser known movie, they'd be like, man, nobody's gonna be there. Just be me anyway.
Right
exactly.
on.
But no, not with a Marvel movie. I'm not even gonna risk that.
So why? Okay. What does the movie theaters have over these movie companies to still like? I know that it's financial. Like they make the most money, in the box office. But really, like, can you make that same amount of money by releasing digitally, or maybe more?
You mean as far as like pretty much getting
Because
rid
you're
of?
cutting out. Because don't you have to give a percentage to the movie theaters anyway?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
Kind of.
think yeah,
or
the movie theater really only makes money off the concessions though. They don't
Yeah.
really make
True,
money
true,
off the
Right.
true.
tickets. But I think that it's a symbiotic relationship. I think that movie theater is an experience, so it generates probably better buzz than if you had digital releases. People can miss it. Not to mention if it's on another streaming service, or say you have to create a whole new streaming service for your theatrical releases versus your
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's logistical, I think, because they're all subdivided up. Like that's
Mhm.
why you see some stuff being released on HBO Max. You see some stuff being released here, or some stuff you have to, rent off of one of your whatever you're using. Most people like using like Amazon or Google or something like that to rent movies. Like
Yeah.
it's so subdivided. And I think the movie theaters is probably just a well-established pipeline for money.
yeah.
Mm.
You
Plus,
remember
if you
when
had a
okay,
family going to the movie theaters,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
if you have a family movie, family of four, right? Yeah, well, that's like $60. Whereas even if you charge 30, your revenue is getting cut in half for that
Hmm.
family
Yep.
of four.
And people gonna
And
be
then you
that's
can
inviting
have
true.
people
people coming
over.
over. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It's like they
Yeah.
used to do the fights and pay-per-view back in the
Pay per
day.
view. Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
One person would
Yeah.
buy it, or the family would
Yeah.
pitch in for the bill and stuff like that. And yep, I
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
remember
had
those.
You had some family members ain't pitching shit.
That's true.
Just show their ass up.
Don't invite them. Don't
Yeah,
invite
yeah.
'em.
That's
Yeah.
true.
that's how
That's
my
true.
grandmother used to do it. You ain't pitch in, you ain't here watching.
Yep. Be like
Nah,
that.
my family
Gotta
moved to the
bring
building from the
a
fifth floor.
2 liter
They
thing of
just be here
soda or
anyway.
something.
Mm-mm.
Gotta
Bring some
contribute
food.
to something. God damn.
Facts. Coming
But
empty-handed trying to
I
mooch.
had this Filipino
I
friend
know.
once, still do. He's in the Marine Corps, so he's all around the world now. But whenever the Pacquiao fights would come on, you would think his family like had a whole like family get together reunion or something. There'd be like 30 people up in that one small house, but
He's a
man, was that food
national hero
hidden.
over there. He can do no
I
wrong,
mean,
man.
yes, he is. But that food was hidden, and like they had like this massive freaking TV that they all chipped in to buy for this one freaking location in which they do these like fight get-togethers and whatnot. And you had to put in $5 at the door to get in. That pays for your food and pays for the fight. And I was
Oh,
like,
That's a
all right,
good
cool.
deal.
Filipino food?
Well,
Good
Oh,
deal.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
great
better
deal.
than any
That's a
restaurant.
good deal.
$5?
yep.
Yeah, that's
$5.
smooth.
Like I
That's a
remember when
steal.
the UFC fights when we were in Tallahassee, and they had like when Ronda Rousey was still fighting. They were charging like 30, $50. I was like, $50? I was like, can I just sit and eat instead of coming? Like,
Nah,
like,
bro. Now that you got to get in there early and stay there the
Did
whole
you
time.
yeah,
did you at
Right,
least
that
get an
was it.
that's
appetizer
like
for 30
exactly what
bucks?
we did. We got there like at like 2, 3 hours before the fight
You,
and just
and
stayed
you
there.
just keep ordering food or watering them and until that fight starts. And then you
Yep.
Ordering
That's
drinks.
it.
Make sure you keep paying for something.
Quick
Yeah.
side
You
note:
go ahead.
Have y'all? Can y'all think of any like athlete that was like at the top of the game and then like immediately just got destroyed and just was like nothing? Like Ronda Rousey was just like the best fighter for like the longest
Right, right,
time, and then like just ran into two brick walls like back to back and just
Yep.
ended her career.
You mean
Like,
And
Hollywood
is
her
there
Brown?
fighting
any?
career.
Is there any other like athlete that ever happened to in that
Mm.
fashion?
fighting
Like
wise? Are you talking about
literally from the top to the bottom,
Are you talking about fighting wise? Or are you talking
just
about?
in
Any
general.
sport.
There's not. I
I
mean, that didn't happen. I mean, not really, because like
Crazy.
even for the top athletes, I know like Vanessa Williams. I don't think she ever hit a
I feel
wall.
like that's all psychology, which is probably why it's not common. So she was just
Random
dominant.
RG3.
Oh yeah.
That's
randomness
fair.
says RG3.
That's fair.
But
Oh,
But
yeah,
his
I
his was
feel
RG3.
more
like
hype than
Carl's
success.
right.
Yeah,
Though. Like
RG3 was a don't get me
his.
Tim
started on that.
Tebow.
Well, you don't like the Washington football team, so
Yeah, I can't
uh,
stand it.
Lord.
Can't stand them.
Is James Winston
You,
not even now that they changed their name, you're not
nah,
salted
they
in on
still
them at
got the
all.
same. They still got the same owner, so it's
I
nothing's
Yeah,
know.
gonna nothing's gonna
that guy's a
change.
Well, I
fucking
mean, who
douche.
gets rid of a football team? The only way for that to
Yeah,
happen is
who sells
when you
that?
pass.
Man,
Ain't
you
nobody.
Bezos need to come in or something. He's the only one
I'm
that's
Here
sure
y'all go.
gonna.
Bezos one day
How
will
to,
It
flex and
does.
buy a
let's
football team,
we not about to
especially with
start
how
talking
much
about
money.
Bezos.
Oh yeah.
Y'all trying to get us
Yeah,
canceled.
Right,
let's
right,
talk
Hey,
right.
about
we
Bezos
all right.
too
We doing
much.
good. He trying to get us from 30 to 0
Like
in
how do
one night.
we
No, I'm
Nope.
saying in a good manner. He can go in and buy the Washington football
no, but then
team.
we go down a
I don't
rabbit
even
hole talk
want.
about all the different
I
things
don't
we
even
do with the
want
money.
like. I don't want. I don't even want like
Well,
really.
Kev's
Uh,
right,
Just
guys.
give me
We're doing it
100
I
million.
again.
started.
Just
I
give me
We're
started.
100 million. I
Hey,
don't
look
want
at
to
this
say shit to nobody.
Craig, don't start. JD, don't start.
I'm not gonna do it.
I just need
Yo.
100 million.
Don't
The
jump down
the
this
moral
rabbit
of the
hole.
story. Just give us all some money. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
there you
Yeah.
go.
the
There you
money
go.
You
that you
wouldn't
don't
even
know you still have.
exactly.
Couch,
You probably have
couch millionaire.
100 million just sitting in a safe somewhere. You even forgot it existed. Like it's like walking in and picking up a pair of pants. Damn, that $1 million check wasn't here, huh?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Lord.
Don't get started.
JK,
Chat
you
Anyway,
says
Uh,
they this one of our chatters says they feel like it happens in boxes all the time, like going from the
that's how
top
it
to the
about
bottom.
yeah,
I
because
mean,
it's
I
Deontay
can see
easy.
Wilder.
that.
It's easy.
What
Once you
that
lose
is?
a few fights,
Deontay Wilder got torched by Tyson Fury last month, and now nobody's talking about him at all. Before that, and he still is one of the most efficient knockout artists in the history of boxing, but now everybody's kind of treating him like he's a
His legacy
bum
is
because
turned. Yeah.
Are you talking
he got
about?
destroyed.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, tell you the truth though. Like, if you think of athletes, like some of them were in their prime in college, and it peaked, and then when they got to the NFL or
Yeah,
they
they were
got to
nothing.
NBA or they got to pretty much
yeah, your body wears out.
yeah,
Your
There's a
well,
lot
skills
of
yeah,
degrade.
it's
buts,
And
not the body
but
wears
I
out.
think what Chris is talking about is like you're performing at top,
There you
and
Yeah,
go.
then you
Suddenly
but
lose
not.
2 fights, and
a
now
lot of
you're
them,
nobody.
right?
yeah.
So a lot of them though they peak in their like college. Like for instance, well he didn't really peak. Like JJ Redick when he was in on at Duke.
Yeah.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I remember going to see
or
he was
Tyler
great.
Hansborough.
Yeah.
Hansborough is more of an example because Reddick's still playing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he gives you
Reddick is
he gives you
solid.
quality minutes.
Yeah.
But
And he gives
like,
you quality minutes.
but y'all remember like Tim Tebow when everybody used to like praise Tebow when he was at when he was at Florida, and then
Hmm.
when he went to the NFL, he kind of like
They didn't
just
want him to succeed. That was too much. They were like, we need this stuff to end. That man, they were like, we need this to end. He won his first playoff game, and they were like, we still don't care. You're out.
Did y'all see that it was like this? I'll never forget this. It was a clip they showed of him in practice. He threw a ball and it literally looked like the wind just caught it and it just like fluttered around. I was like, how did this motherfucker like? How did he get this
Get
far?
signed.
yo.
How did this like? That just shows like yo like I don't know exactly. I need to go back and look at like Tim Tebow like highlight clips because
Highlight
I don't.
reel.
He was
It
just
was
he
all
was
hype.
just like he was pretty
Yeah,
much like really strong and like
athletic
tough. Yeah, athletic. He wasn't even really that fast. He was just strong, athletic, and that was back before like there were other uh non-black quarterbacks doing that.
basically.
Um,
Yeah.
and so like they were just I feel like other than Eric Crouch, I can't remember another white quarterback that was moving like that, and it was like winning rushing records and stuff. So he was just like a phenomenon in college. But yeah, his throwing motion was garbage, which is why you would get good throws and then bad throws because he was throwing it kind of like a baseball, not like a football.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Well,
But
either way, like it's. I mean, even from playing college football myself, it was a whole new transition when you try to go to NFL. I was like, man, I'm not with this.
Mm,
I did not want to be a part of it. So I was like, I'm done.
and that's like garbage.
that's why
But
we need to push the blur culture. You have other options. You don't need to be a goddamn athlete or
What?
fucking
well, I would say
I don't
I
have
won't say
to
that part. I
rap
will say
or
this.
act or
I will
play a
say
sport.
this. If you're an athlete and you're in college or you're in high school and you're trying to go to college to be an athlete, just go to college. Do as best you can. Go to a college that you want to. Don't try to pick like the ones that give you the most money. Go to the one that's actually gonna help you in the long run after you're done. And go to college to play football to pay for college anything
Yeah.
because just going to college and say, oh well, I'm trying to make it to NFL. That's a great dream if you want to do it. Cool. I'm not knocking it, but really think of your football as paying your way for college, or your whatever sport you're playing is paying your way for college, so that you can come out with less debt or come out with less
Like
worry.
Acho and Wiley.
So that
And
and
who?
that's one of our coaches, Coach Joe Taylor. Um, he was one of the best coaches I had because that's what his main motto was. And before I stopped playing football, he was like, "Well, I'm not worried about you because I know you're gonna do good regardless of when you stop this." I was like, "Okay, cool." So yeah, but at the same time, though, I understand what you're saying, Crescent. Like, there's other avenues, and to anybody who's listening, they got kids or whatever. There's other avenues for them. So just encourage them to, if they like drawing, like just encourage them on drawing. Like, don't say, "Oh, your drawing is trash." Just like, "Oh, it looks good." I know you're gonna get better. Like, keep encouraging them because I was watching a clip of a girl who drew when she was little, and her parent. It was two sides. It was her parent. Her parent said it was trash, and the other one said it's the same. There's another clip of a parent saying, "Oh, this is great," whatever, and kept drawing. She kept drawing. She kept drawing. She got getting better, getting better, getting better. Then she ended up working for Disney or working for a major drawing company.
Nice.
So like, just giving that encouragement, whether it's gaming, drawing, coding, whatever. Just don't knock them. Just keep encouraging them. But anyway, that's off my
I don't have a
soapbox.
son, but if
Yeah,
I had a son, there's no way in the world my
son,
son's playing
daughter,
football.
son, any kid,
Well,
whatever.
I mean, for football specifically, son's
Oh,
not
gotcha.
playing football. That's out of the question.
Yeah.
yeah.
Agreed.
I
I'm making my son learn how to play Fortnite early or whatever the trending game is there. You can go
You gonna
ahead
get
and
on
win that
this?
a few millions in this tournament, boy. That's what you gonna do.
Look,
We
I was knocking my nephew for the longest, because I said he wasn't old enough, and so now he's my sister about to buy him a PS5. I'm like, you know what? I might as well just start him out
Good
now.
luck with that. I don't think anybody getting a PS5 this.
This is true.
Like, I don't think anybody
He
getting
better off buying this man a desktop.
Just get him a
unless they keep their hands on the button to buy it.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Get him a
Pre-order.
PlayStation 4. He'll be
It-
good
it-
for the next
what-
2 years.
All right, Kev, switch it before somebody else starts another topic.
Is that right?
I know, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Who
done.
hasn't?
I'm
So, AJ, we talked about your issues this week. JK, you went. Carl, did you go?
Issue.
I did not go.
All right. So, what you been consuming this week, Carl?
Yeah, so Black Clover ramping up a little bit still. We're not at a baller episode yet, but it's still ramping. So I
Those don't
like where
happen
it's
anymore in
going.
Black Clover.
Huh?
Those don't happen anymore in Black Clover.
Okay, that's your
Okay.
face right there.
AJ, don't
Face
start
is
it.
showing.
Carl,
Fix
keep
it.
going. Keep going, Carl.
Moving on. So caught up on Fire Force, Lovecraft Country. Watch that. I'm curious where it's. I think I mentioned this last week because like the first two episodes felt like a full season. Like you had so much
Yes.
going on in the
Mhm.
first two episodes, and it feels like another season. This episode has started when this episode started, so I'm curious to see where it's gonna go and how the daughter of the Sons of Adam leader, how
Yeah.
she's gonna play a
Yeah.
role. So very curious there. Uh, I don't think I caught the latest God of High School, so I think I'm going to wait till Tuesday so I could have a mini binge. So I'm gonna do that. And I think I saw a couple of movies, but I don't remember what they are, so they weren't that memorable. Um, I paid for that deluxe edition of Marvel Avengers.
Deluxe? You bought the deluxe?
Because I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll play at lunchtime because people was talking about it and they were gonna join me to play.
You didn't read
but
where I said
deluxe?
you couldn't do it. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't
AJ,
play multi.
AJ, listen to me, okay? I saw Avengers, heard people downloaded it. I got to the downloading. Now, what are we? Let me look at this. We're an hour and 21 minutes away from midnight. So that's a waste of $20. Never get that back.
$10.
But it was
$10 for what?
$79.99, isn't it?
Yeah, $79.99 for a
So that's
deluxe.
$20.
What do
Isn't
you?
it? Isn't games normally $59.99?
I don't know how much
Yeah.
games
No,
cost
it's
anymore.
69 now.
Nah, they usually 59, but they trying to
They're
trying to
trying to
add
juice me, so I got
yeah.
juiced.
If you want to get the upgraded like the whole next gen model, like you're gonna have to pay like an
You
extra
got paid
$10.
like
Yeah,
89
no extra on top.
some shit. I was like, no, I'm good.
So I'm making an effort to branch out from Halo, FIFA, and Formula One. Okay, this is my effort in trying to do that.
Play more Soul
I
Calibur.
didn't feel the
So I
support,
can
but
whoop you.
whatever. I'm not judging. So I'll probably at least test it out tomorrow at some point. And I think that's it. The kids are back in school starting this week, so helping out with homework a lot. So less free time for the foreseeable future. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah,
I'm glad they're not in school physically.
that's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Says the
So
person who wants to go to the movie theaters.
I know,
exactly,
right?
man.
Right.
It can't be similar.
Look,
Yeah.
I
I mean-
can see for
For
myself,
New
that's my own
Mutants.
decision, goddamn. Look, okay.
Stuff
But
mean-
for
like that.
kids don't have no damn decision. It's either they go because their parents force them, or their parents force them to stay. They had
So
no
we got
decision.
word today that Palm Beach County will be entering phase 2 of reopening starting Tuesday, and the schools will reopen a week later. So that's the 15th of September, schools will reopen. Now, fortunately, Palm Beach County have given you the option whether you could return in person or not. So obviously, we're not going to do that. And even if they forced us, I think we would have to sort of come up with a homeschool situation because that's just not gonna happen for us. So, yeah, so people are gonna be going back to school in about 2 weeks' time. That's gonna be interesting, or I guess a week, something like that. 2 weeks, week
Yeah,
and a
that's
half,
wild.
whatever it is. It is wild, but we do have a certain type of governor that leans a certain way, so I'm sure that might have something to do with it. And it's Florida, so
Yeah, well,
exactly.
so
Look,
there's that.
don't say that while you're still here. Don't say that while you're still here. Wait till you move out of my state before you start talking trash.
Nah,
The
you can
state's
talk
garbage.
trash.
I
The only thing that
Talk trash
happens
as much as
is
you
because it's
can.
warm.
Look,
Yeah.
don't let us see you in the streets. That's all I'm saying.
If you see
Look,
me in the streets, you're probably gonna die. Both of us.
well, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Went from 0 to
Look,
100, nigga, real
people don't
quick.
want to wear masks out here. Like they wear masks at Whole Foods. I haven't been to Walmart in a while, but I doubt people are wearing
Oh,
masks in Walmart.
I can
Just
only
saying.
imagine Walmart.
Yeah.
Lord.
Like
So
I've been avoiding Walmart like the plague for real. I've been going to H
Well, you
Mart.
are avoiding a plague by not going to Walmart.
Yeah, true.
absolutely.
I've been going to H Mart. I've been going to Lido, all these other places. But I was supposed to go to Orlando actually for my cousin's wedding shower or whatever. My dad called me immediately. He's like,
Orlando, stay away.
Right, yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that,
I'm
bro.
sorry, Tampa,
And
Tampa, Tampa.
nah, either
That's
way.
close
Either
enough.
way.
Yeah.
Maurice
He
is
was like,
saying you
nah, he
He's
dead
like,
at that.
he said, stay your ass home. And I was like,
that's
well, okay.
it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So if it because I was thinking about it's gonna be Latin folks and black folks, and we love to party, so it's gonna
And there's probably gonna be liquor involved. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna do the wrong thing.
Lord.
Liquor.
Personal
Uh,
boundaries don't exist when you're on that liquor.
That's true.
Lord Jesus. So what you been consuming this week, Crescent?
Let's see.
Something scary.
Here we go.
Probably shit. You lost it.
So I gotta give my weekly plug to Terrifier if anybody.
Here you go with that, bro. Ain't
I
no.
knew
I'm
it.
gonna keep saying it.
I
Ain't
knew you were
nobody
gonna
trying to
say
watch that bullshit.
No, we gotta watch
So,
that for Halloween. I want to watch you all's reaction to that movie.
I wouldn't make it past the intro to whatever that story is. I
It's
used to
not
be
even
afraid of
that
the
bad.
X-Files intro. There's no way
It's-
I could survive an actual like scary story.
It's not even that bad. It's not even scary. It's just
So what we gonna
ridiculous.
do this on Saturday morning or like?
Yeah,
No, we're
bright
gonna
in
do
the
that
sun.
at night.
No,
No,
hell no, we
no.
ain't.
see,
We got to do it
Oh
on a
my
beach.
god.
We got to do it
Doing
See what I
somewhere
it
where
gotta
the
alone.
deal with,
sun is
chat.
always present.
see,
See
if
what I gotta deal
because
with.
I go to Crescent's and I watch movies, so if I had to stay there and watch the movie, I'm gonna slap him at the end of it. Very hard.
I wouldn't be comfortable doing that on the surface of the sun. I don't care how bright it is. I don't want to watch that thing.
I saw
It's
the
not that bad.
trailer and I said, "What the fuck is this
It
shit
is
that Crescent's talking
hilarious.
about?"
It is
No.
And I
hilarious.
saw the clips of him like killing folks. I was like, "This is Hobo with a shotgun, 3 times worse." That's what
Oh
it is.
yeah, exactly.
Like
It is a treasure.
Hobo with a shotgun. I enjoyed that. Terrifier looks like something I'm not gonna enjoy.
Oh, I rewatched forgot that how much I love this movie, but I rewatched Sin City on
Oh, I love Sin City.
Friday.
Oh yeah, I like
Fucking
that.
love that movie. I used to have that shit on the PSP on the UMD. I love that movie so much. I used to just watch that shit like on my way to school,
Damn.
on my
The
way
visuals
home.
in that
Like
are really good. That's
Wasn't
a
there a
Frank.
second
That's
one?
a
A sequel?
Yeah,
yeah,
there
there
was.
was.
It wasn't
It
as good
was
as the
okay.
first one, but
Yeah, it was
It was not
okay.
good.
The first
that's
one is
what's his
just
name in it? Zack Snyder. Did he do
Hey.
Sin City?
Yeah,
no, Robert Rodriguez.
I thought it was
Oh, okay.
Zack Snyder.
No, he
I
did. I
think
know he did 300 and stuff like that, but I thought he had started a little earlier. And he did Watchmen. I know that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Maurice
Better or
asked if
worse than
Terrifier is
Human?
yeah.
It's better. It's better than Human Centipede. Human Centipede is just disgusting.
yeah.
Terrifier is actually it's just funny, like gore, the
It's
way he
just
kills
gore
people,
and
and
Don't listen to
ridiculousness.
this nigga talking about it's funny.
Everything you're just
it's
saying right now is
hilarious.
exactly what I hate about what you
Yeah,
watch.
Human Centipede was just like pure shock value. Like it wasn't anything scary about that, but it's this giant Terrifier is just hilarious. It's a good time. If you love like old school like slasher movies, like hell yeah. terrifies the shit. So
Sure don't.
Right.
Like next.
So in terms of games, we like JK said, we've been playing Remnant, Fall of Ashes or some shit. I forget
It's
the
so fun.
Remnant is so tight. It's so
so
tight.
fun.
That should look
What
intense.
type of game is that?
It's a
It's
horror
a
game.
Oh, yeah, not playing that.
well, okay, it is. It is a little scary. Like
Yeah.
if JK wasn't there, I probably honestly probably wouldn't
Now
give
listen
that.
to this man talk about it. Ain't scary. But if he wasn't there, I wouldn't have played. Like what the fuck?
Nah, that shit. Nah, the enemies in that shit is like,
myself for a little bit. I was like, oh, I can't do this.
yeah, dog. Like you first get out on the streets by yourself, you're like, nah, this,
Let me just Crescent real quick. Let me just tell them one boss we had to face. We go to Crescent's like, oh, let's go to this dungeon. We go face this boss. We go get some loot. Cool, bet. I was like, okay, cool. How bad could it be? We get to the boss. The boss turns around and all of a sudden splits into two. So I'm like, okay,
Sure.
this is 1v1. Cool.
Like,
This motherfucker kept multiplying. And I like, Crescent, what we gonna do? He was like, just keep shooting. We ain't got nothing else to do. Just keep shooting. We keep shooting. So his attacks are a shockwave that pretty much can damage you all straight to hell. He throws an axe at you that homes in on you anywhere you go. And he heals after he splits. So if you
yep,
don't hit him before he, if you
Splits
don't hit
again.
him, hit the parts that are healing, that all of them are healing, not just one. All of them are healing simultaneously.
yep,
So literally, we're about to beat it, and literally, I kid you not, it got to maybe 20 of them had multiplied.
yep.
Bro, get the fuck out
Nah, the shit was, yeah, the
It was
shit was
ridiculous.
insane.
You want to know one? If it wasn't for one of the watch people watching our stream, she played it and she told us to go get one of the guns from the base, and that helped a lot.
Yeah, I don't think we could have did it without that SMG.
SMG, yeah. And so
there.
sorry,
Yeah.
I just had to let them know, like, that's just a
Yeah, I need to
optional. dungeon.
clip it. I need to clip that. I was actually looking through my
Oh yeah, I
stream.
had to put that too.
Yeah, I need to clip it because that shit is like, yo,
Outrageous.
yeah, it was intense. But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, big shout out to Remnants. I forget the fucking subtitle. Something from Ashes or some shit.
From the ashes or something like that.
Something
Remnant
like
from
that.
Ashes.
But it's on Game Pass, so all of the Xbox folks that have Game Pass definitely check that out. But get a team because that shit is
Is
a little
It's
too
shout out
waste my
intense.
to
hard drive
shout out to
space.
Miss Shanae.
Will not waste my hard drive
She
space
definitely
on
helped me
the
out.
there. I
He's
wouldn't
like,
do
no,
it, Carl. You been
I
playing
caught
Halo?
I watched not season 2, episode 2 of Lovecraft, so I'm finally catching up on that. And then me and my girlfriend, we've been watching the latest season that they have on 90 Day Fiance.
oh god.
No, it's just one couple fucking what's that shit called? It's one couple. This guy, he's like a divorcee, like 40 years old. The motherfucker looks like he's like 60.
Oh
He's
no.
married to this, or about to get married to this lady that is from Wealth from Indonesia.
Oh Lord. Oh
Oh, I know
Lord.
what
And
I know you
you
talking
know what I'm
about.
talking about?
Yeah.
No, this motherfucker, like when you think of like a divorced, like white middle-aged man, this man looks like like the embodiment of a
Yeah.
divorce. Like he
He
looks
look.
so this
A divorce personified?
nah, this motherfucker got bags in his eyes. This
Yeah, nah.
motherfucker's got the stringy, like,
Yeah.
like thinning hair. This motherfucker like lives in a pigsty of an apartment. And the
Oh,
Asian family came by. I was like, oh.
Facts.
I was
No
like,
bullshit.
duh. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers come from money, and you are literally going into this dude's like divorce man cave. Like it was just like
Yeah.
it's
He
so
like the
sad.
struggle personified.
he's the embodiment of like when you think of like divorce, you think of this man. Like he looks like a divorce. And it's just like, dog, you just feel so sorry for him. But I mean, he somehow worked his magic and got this Indonesian chick that's from Money.
Yeah.
I don't know how he swung. I don't know how he swung that shit. But it seems like she's just there to get some education and take her
Yeah,
ass back
But
she
home.
just
you're
wants to be a doctor in
rich.
America. So
Yeah,
But you're rich. Like that should be easy.
that's what I'm saying, right?
I,
Like there's
All you
other
gotta do is
ways.
make some donations to Harvard, and then you're in there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how
I don't
usually how
Well,
it
understand.
works.
well, is she from Indonesia? She's Indonesian.
Yeah,
Like,
she's an
yeah,
born.
Indonesian
citizen.
citizen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a different
So
story
You
for
think
that.
she's getting married for the green card
oh
so
for
she can go
sure.
to
This
school?
You're
dude is like
rich. You don't need any of that.
this dude is he is a divorce. Like
You say he is a divorce.
he is Mr. Divorce. Like that's his name.
She's trying to be Mrs. Divorce.
I mean, she's just trying to get her fucking degree and
Right,
something,
her
get the fuck out
American
of there.
doctorate. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
will say I feel like, you know what I'm saying, a b- based on kind of like the disconnect between like what some of these women expect what they when they get here and what they see and what they actually get,
duh,
it seems like these
duh.
motherfuckers be lying a lot.
They be lying like shit,
Like anything to get
duh.
her over here, and then she come and she be like, oh well, you said we was gonna do this and this and this, and he be like, oh, so it's all about the money now.
And this that
I'm like,
couple
yeah.
that was that
What do you
couple that's
think?
in Vegas, right? This dude who's actually a
Yeah,
developer. And I'm like, dawg, I know you're in Vegas. Like cost of living is not that
it's not, and you
Never
expensive
live
cheap.
with
out
your
there.
It's not
mother.
cheap.
And you're a developer, so you have to be making at least like 110 to but like 90 to 110, right? And I think you still should be living pretty good out there. But this motherfucker is driving around Vegas with no AC. How the
Hey, that
fuck do
shit
you
tripped me out.
God, that's
duh
priorities. That's just priorities. Like,
duh
Yeah,
Bro,
you
that's
gotta
life
check
or
out.
death. That's literally life or death. You can die out there.
You can
oh
fucking
No,
100%.
you can die.
that shit
duh
was
It's not.
crazy.
It's not. It's not Gucci. It's
it
not
makes no
Gucci.
sense. Makes no sense. So yeah, he definitely gassed that chick up
Yeah,
that he's with. The shit is just wild. Like this is
So what is
probably
this
like
like men catfishing women and then like trying to see if they can make it work?
not
basically
I'm like wallet fishing, more like,
basically like just like I don't know what they be saying. They be probably talking all
bruh.
types of crazy shit.
Man,
But
look, I've
goddamn,
seen some of them girls. They from Czech Republic or Taiwan. I'm like,
Are
they
they
must
all
have
foreign?
gassed them up real nice.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Because
yeah,
90,
Okay.
the premise is that like you know, people from America have fiancés in foreign countries. You get the when you sign up for the K1 visa, you have to get married within 90 days or they have to go home. And it's a one-time
Mm,
thing. Like it's one entry
mm,
only. So
yeah,
that's the
damn,
yes,
whole thing
that's
about the show.
that's crazy.
yeah. But yeah, to
That
wrap up,
seems very exploit. That
yeah,
just seems like exploitation right there.
I
basically.
I mean, for entertainment.
that's a story for another
I
time.
yeah,
mean, the
some of
people sign
them
up for it.
the and like some of them like in the beginning when they was well, like when the show was first starting out, it was a lot of like people who were supposed to be on missions and shit coming back with fiancés and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's like you over there
Uh-huh.
supposed to be spreading the word and you out there spreading your damn like what are you come on dog,
I
this
feel
is
like people
trifling.
lost their hymens in that situation. I don't feel like there was a lot of gospel involved.
Right,
They,
it really
they
was,
spread. They
there
spread
was
some.
no
They
there was
spread the
no
gospel.
room.
It's just not God's gospel. It's
Hmm.
Yeah,
it's
because
the
gospel
gospel
just
of the
means good
flesh.
news. You gotta
It's
be
the
good news
gospel of the
too.
flesh they spreading.
Wow.
Basically.
Shit is crazy.
Um, but yeah, to wrap up real quick, gaming wise, going back to gaming, I've been playing through Control's new DLC. Control is still
How's
one
that?
of
Yeah.
my
How is that?
oh, that shit is amazing. So Control is made by the folks called Remedy Games. Remedy Games is best known for they created the Max Payne series back in the
Oh
day.
word.
So
Okay. Okay.
Max Payne 1 and 2. They didn't do the third one. It was actually Rockstar that did the third one, and there was another company that that devved that out. But After they did Max Payne, they did that 360 game called Alan Wake. And then after Alan Wake, they did Quantum Break, and then now they're doing Control. And
Okay, now they want to break. Okay.
yeah, so this DLC connects Alan Wake and Control. So now like I'm having to fight like these fucking. So the whole premise in Alan Wake is like you're an author that wrote this crazy ass world, and now you're dealing with like the your crazy ass world is coming to life, and so you the main thing is like you're fighting these shadow figures that you have to weaken by using a flashlight and blah blah blah, all that type of stuff. So they're taking that same premise and putting it into Control, and the Control is a little different because you're using like telekinesis and you're able to kind of move shit and all of that. So um it's Control is already a weird ass game, and so like adding like the whole Alan Wake shit, like it's just like completely just off the rails in terms of weirdness. But I love it. Still really fun game. So if you haven't checked out Control, probably like one of the best games that came out in the last like few years. Like it's so much fun. So I definitely highly recommend that.
It was definitely a
Nice.
step up from Quantum Break. I would definitely say that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So yeah,
They
but
like
yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Dope. Tech, you want to go next, or you want me to go next? All right, I'll go next.
silence.
So man, I have no idea where the week went. I caught up on some stuff. I started watching Black Clover finally. That's going a little bit slow for now. What's going on, AJ? Don't be a hater, bro.
Oh,
Be a greater, bro. Like
I didn't say
ignore him.
anything. I
I
didn't
can
say
see it in your
anything.
eyes, bro.
Ignore
Like I can
him.
see
Then
it.
don't look at my eyes, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Ignore ignore
I,
him.
I'm
Hater.
actually really behind on God of High School, so I'm about to do like a mini binge like Carl and probably like JD. Um, I caught up on Fire Force. The last battle was like it was flames. It was hella juicy if
Yes.
I can borrow Carl's word.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And but like
Mm.
I'm all this shit is like what the fuck is up with these tablets and like they talking about the shit being powered by an Adola burst and I'm just like so it's people in this one and that one I like what the fuck going y'all just be sacrificing motherfuckers. I don't know that
Hmm.
that
Wait for next episode. Because
we'll
at the
see.
end of the episode, she said, I can give you 1 second. He
Right, that
said,
shit is gonna be crazy.
he said, that's plenty. I
He
was like,
did.
oh, bet.
And then
AJ, that's going to destroy your whole universe, huh?
my
Something's
other
gonna be
question
getting
is like
chilled.
if you need an Adola burst to power the little power plants and it's one in Tokyo and it's one over here. I forgot where they at. And
What
like
the fuck?
they're trying to collect. Are there only 8 in existence at any one point in time? So like, do they need to power these things down to like do whatever the fuck the evangelist is planning? Like, I don't know.
I
I'm
think
curious.
they need,
I guess we'll
yeah,
see.
I think what you were saying, I think, because they have to fuel them with a
Right.
Adola burst to keep the catalysm from happening. So that's how she made the forest was through
True.
her burst
True.
through that. So she sacrificed herself. And so how they were saying like the keys,
Yeah.
that the keys that were those keys are supposed to be sacrifices for the people. So they use that fuel to um to what's the word I'm looking for? To keep away from the cataclysm basically.
Oh, okay. To keep it
And
at bay, I
evangelists
guess. Like,
evangelists want to burn the world to restart, basically.
for what?
So
Ain't
I'm
nothing
like,
wrong
you
with the
want
damn
to
world.
kill yourself to restart to zero when your
For
ass is not gonna be here.
I gotta
So
say, that's a motivation in villains I do not understand. Like, you destroyed it. Like, you're going to. Like, what is.
It
What is.
also it also doesn't make sense that you can cool the universe or
I mean,
add negative
why?
heat to the
Why?
universe
We're
to
not going
Why?
back
destroy
to
a
that.
single
Why?
planet. The planet's so hard to destroy. You got to do all this magical stuff, but the universe, I can slow that down easily.
That
shut
was
up.
But
that
no,
was with the
continue. That
grace of the
makes it all
evangelist.
makes
But we ain't
sense.
gonna go there.
But
I
isn't this her plan?
no no
It's the
no. She's not
evangelist's
the
plan.
she's not the person.
She's not the
I don't think.
mastermind.
Yeah,
We don't
she's
know
like
who
a
the
different
event
person
is
that
yet.
came before. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not
You're
really sure,
definitely
but
gonna
I'm assuming because she didn't want to just burn the forest to the fucking ground, then she's not like, a
Oh,
Okay.
you
villain.
got the black
I'm
hood, black hooded woman.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
And I need
she
some clarity on lifespans.
He's
The
right.
the cataclysm happened
200.
250 years ago, and it seems like that was just yesterday for certain characters, and I need some clarification on how that's
Yeah, like, how long y'all
a
been
thing.
walking around here?
Yeah,
it's
so
like
Oh,
that
come on. We know
beaver
how time
animal
works in this
thing
show.
has
Let's not
lived.
ask these
Yeah,
questions.
AJ,
maybe
bitterness
it's
is not
questions that
becoming
are
you.
answered in the manga.
But what else? I caught up on ReZero. No, I think they dropped a new episode yesterday, and I didn't watch that one. But
Okay,
I'm caught up as of last week.
So is it good? Like,
It's it is
pretty
good.
good.
Verve is trying hard to get me to watch it, clearly,
Man,
but
there
I
Pretty
is,
good.
haven't.
I will say, there's
It's
some,
fantastic.
some like annoying parts, like you, but
Some slow parts.
it's really really good. Like it's
Yeah.
definitely greater than the sum of its parts. Like,
Yeah, that I would agree with.
and my boy Subaru got a little bit of relief this, like, last week. He was finally able to tell somebody about his power or whatever. And I mean, I'm happy for him. Like, I can't imagine that kind of burden for however long he's been doing like these loops and shit. And
I haven't got there yet, but
I'm
I feel
surprised he
like he
ain't
can
going
handle
crazy.
it.
You
I'm
feel
not
like you
telling
can
anybody.
handle it, Lord?
Well, I don't know his power in his situation. I just know when my powers manifest. I'm not telling anybody.
You
And
said when.
and uh, I'm, if you see my powers, that's the last thing you saw. Got that just that. I'm
That's
not
it.
telling anybody about my powers.
If you
It's
find out, I
okay,
gotta
He
murk you.
said if
That's
you
it,
find out,
okay, go
you're
mark
done.
it
it's over.
so you find out.
Lord.
So
All
my
He
right.
said, I'm
question,
not a hero. I'm an
Oh,
anti-hero.
definitely not. Oh, I'm not.
so
No,
my so
I'm
my
none of
question,
those.
my
he's
question,
gonna,
Just completely self-serving. That's it.
he's gonna. That's a
Completely
villain. That's
self-serving.
exactly what a villain sounds like. Yes, completely
Call it what
self-serving.
you want. Call it what you want.
No,
He's
no,
like,
I'm,
I
I'm
don't live
calling
by
you.
your
Do
moral
what I want.
compass.
this
I'm
is the
calling
I
you
same
the
don't live
man.
by such
definition.
pedal
This
moral compasses from mortals.
this is the
Yeah,
Damn.
same
this
man
is
who said he wanted to have a Death Star and a
this is
Gundam.
the Death Star conversation all over
Yes,
again.
yes,
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lord.
This is completely
yes.
different. This is completely
No.
different.
No,
I
it's
can have
not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look, if I'm mining the asteroid belt, I got tens of trillions on deck in resources. People get mad out here. I need a Death Star protection. I'm not launching first,
Who said
but
people
I'll go
so?
second. That's it.
It's a
You get your
nuclear
tens of
deterrent.
trillions, and they gon' hate. You gotta be ready to
I
regulate.
gotta
Yeah.
be ready. I
Okay.
gotta be ready.
Nobody's
I
gonna
Okay.
mean,
trust you with the Death Star.
Nobody's gonna even bother with you.
I'm
Nobody be
the
done.
able to
first
bother
trillionaire will
bother
be from asteroid mining. I'm
Lord.
positive. Something space
I
Absolutely.
based.
hear you.
Absolutely.
I will say, as far as ReZero, I don't really
It's
see
probably gonna be Bezos.
like the way that they're going, like, to get him out of this predicament. So I'm kind of curious how they like pull it together
you.
and
Ooh,
like
Mm.
pull him up out
now
of
I'm
there.
more interested to catch up.
Don't you know about main character magic? The writer is just like, listen, he's out of it. Like, yeah, that's all you
True.
gotta do.
I mean, plot armor
He
is real.
dies.
Just let
Plot
the
armor is
story go.
amazing.
It
Absolutely will.
is.
The story
What
ends without
else?
those characters.
Yeah. True. 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 I caught up on Maps this week. I did watch the episode yesterday. Seemed like everybody doing pretty good. They had dinner party with their friends and family this week. That's something they do kind of every season, because they're supposed to be like, talking about family and friends are a part of your life, and as like a married couple, like, you got to integrate the like both people's people. And
Mm.
so, Marcia pointed out that the show must have paid because everybody had tacos. I didn't even notice it, but like literally everybody was in the kitchen whipping up ground beef and flipping tortilla. I was like, damn, all right, well, I guess they did. Everything going pretty good. Christina's still turning Henry off with her impatience, and she be kind of rude with the crew sometimes, like with the television crew at times. And like, but I'm not sure how they're gonna work that out because he won't say it to her face. That, like, he'll be like, "Oh, you're kind of impatient," but he won't be like, "I don't like this. Please stop."
Hmm.
And so I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Um,
Interesting.
if y'all recall last week, I was talking about Olivia and Brett with the budget shit. He had been kind of obnoxious about her not knowing what to do with her money, and she had been kind of obnoxious about him not being able to afford the shit she want to do. But I will say she made him look kind of dumb because she, like, showed him her budget, clearly knew where her money was going, but like at the end of the day, she just got it like that. She make enough to where she can do, she can pay her bills and she can do what she want. And so, like it was like he was like he met with the other husbands and meeting with Pastor Cal and stuff, and he telling everybody like he got to show her how to budget and shit. Like it was crazy. I would have had to call him broke to his face
Wow.
after that. Like, you playing with me?
Randomness
Yeah.
That's
said
disrespect.
live
You
your
gotta
breath.
keep that in
Big,
house.
like it was hella
They
disrespectful.
don't suss that shit out like before they match them up.
Nope.
Yo, what's your
Th-
credit score?
That's what
They do
makes
have like a pre-show special where they go
Where's
through
the
like
drama
the little
coming from if
seminars and
they're
stuff,
not
but that shit is
perfect
long,
matches?
so I don't watch it. So I don't know
Where's the
exactly what
drama
they
gonna
ask.
come from if they're perfect matches? You gotta be like, nah, you
That
had a
is true.
99% match, but we
You
want
had
to go
a
to 94%
you
match
got
because
the
that's what the drama is in that 6%.
you got
Oh
like the
shit.
producer in the
5%.
background with like lit, like it's like a dark room and you got like lit like sunglasses. I mean like eyeglasses on. It's like no. I want that one.
Nah,
evil
he saw the
glare,
90.
evil
He saw the
glare.
90.
It's
He
like
saw the
this is gonna
99.9% and
be
swiped left. He's like, nah,
exactly.
nah.
Yo,
No, we want
Preston
that
talking about that.
60%.
Preston talking about that anime evil glare that they have.
Yeah, the little glass where
Yeah.
the glasses glow. Yeah,
Y'all
I
stupid as
they
swear
always
the
hell.
have they
producers,
always have
they
some
be in the back.
secret. They flip it up. They always got some secret, and they just kind of like push it
Yes.
up with their middle finger.
No, they
I always
got those.
got that
They make
laugh.
those. Somebody made those glasses to where you can buy them and
Yeah,
walk
but you
around.
can't see through them. So until you can see
You can't
through
see
them, I don't
them, but
want to.
it still would be an awesome
It's
effect.
basically like a flashlight on your face because you can't
Lord.
like see actually through the light.
But it would be hilarious to have walk around with those, and somebody say something weird, then they just glow all of a sudden. Oh, it'd be hilarious. Anyway,
Lord.
my bad.
But nah, you good. You good. Y'all probably remember me talking about Karen last week. She been, she been all right. She been on the level. She opening up a little bit. She ain't been on that toxic bullshit. So I'm all right. I'm coming around to her. Woody and Amani still solid. I'm digging it. Like the black couples they doing all right. I'm cool with that.
It's about
And
time.
man, tell me about it. But I
Mm,
mean,
Chocolate and Love never working on those shows.
shit is crazy. Um, we finished Mrs. America. That was the miniseries about
Watch that.
the Equal Rights Amendment and everything and the backlash by the conservative activists. Which is like what's crazy to me is like how the fuck do conservatives always be like they're trying to make us do X, Y, and Z, and it's like the people on the other side are like, we just want everybody to be able to live the way they want, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? It's like, nah, we don't want that. We want people to live the way we want, and that's it.
You bring
But
in
it
I
logic.
like
was,
change.
You bring in logic to this conversation,
I'm gonna
and
say you
it
asking
never
things to make
exists.
sense.
And you're talking about government, and for a person who works the government, logic does not
it
exist.
don't come in the picture.
So,
I feel you.
What is logic?
like, logic
The
only works with computers and maybe,
dispassionate things.
yeah.
Right.
The
Um.
universe works on some
Is that
form
with
of
Shirley
logic.
Right.
Chisholm, right?
Yeah, that's the one with Shirley Chisholm, Phyllis Schlafly, and then like some other, famous early feminists like Gloria Steinem, Betty Friedan,
Hmm.
Bella
Is
Abzug.
there any chocolate people in there?
Are there any chocolate people? There's Shirley Chisholm. There's
I don't
the
know the names.
damn.
My
What is her
bad.
name? Shirley Chisholm ran for president in the '70s, and then
Yeah,
there's a
I
like
didn't
Got
know
it.
about that.
a black Republican that lady who comes in like later towards the end of the series. But that's kind of it.
The female Herman Cain.
Little players are
You
conservative
silly
gamers.
you
I'm
stupid.
good.
Here Maurice go
No.
hating hard, bro.
Halo players
Hating
are
Why?
hard.
conservative gamers.
Oh
What's
my
Why aren't
wrong
there
god.
with you,
black
fam?
Republicans like there's black evangelicals, right? Like black evangelicals are completely different from white evangelicals. There should be black
They
Republicans in
look
the same fashion, right?
I mean,
conservative
there
gaming.
are.
Well,
Yeah,
Black
but
Republicans,
they're
they're
not
like,
gonna
you
get
know
usually
what I'm
trying to make a
anything.
saying?
name for
Yeah.
themselves in
They're
the
just real
general
fucking
Republican
extra.
Party,
Yeah, I mean, I feel
right?
like more than
Black
anything, it has to
Republicans
be.
are like
Um,
they're just so focused on showing that they're black. It's ridiculous.
it.
They're like, look at me, I'm black and I believe in Trump.
It's
Yeah.
wild. This
But
shit
you
is
should be
crazy.
able to be Republican, not believe
Oh,
in Trump. You should be able to be black and be a Republican and just be separate. Like you should be able to be
Agreed.
black and Democrat and not be all about Biden if you don't want to be all about Biden.
No
Like,
one's all about Biden. We're
Yeah,
just not all about Trump.
we
there's no
gonna
gray area.
We
There's
just
always
know we
like,
but
fucking hate
that's what I'm
him.
saying. There should
So
be
it's
some
just
nuance.
yeah.
word.
You
There's
know, I saw
definitely
the
not
most
enough, not nearly enough nuance.
I
if
saw
you
the
could if you could give me a third person who was not Biden or Trump, I would vote for that third person if that person had a chance of winning.
Word.
Hmm?
I mean, there's a couple other black people in it. I'm gonna wrap up Mrs. America right quick. Um, the dude who
Yeah,
plays
I figured
Lawrence
Pedro.
in oh shit, I can't remember the name of the show.
Oh, Insecure.
Insecure.
Insecure. The dude who plays Lawrence is in Insecure. Is
Maybe Jay
Gloria
Ellis or
Steinem's?
something.
Yeah, Jay Ellis. He's in
Who's
it.
also
He
in the game,
plays.
right?
Yep, he plays Gloria Steinem's boyfriend toward the
Okay.
beginning and the middle of the series. And Niecy Nash is in it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
she is.
Niecy Nash just got married.
She
she
recently got
did.
She did get
married.
married. Yep.
And then there's a couple other like black women scattered in there. One of them is like part of the organization or whatever, and she moves to like Oakland after a while, after like organizing like a black feminist thing. I mean, it was a really interesting ride. I'll say that. I like how like the main conservative activist lady eventually gets called out because she's doing like all this organizing work, but telling women to be like happy as housewives, and she makes a lot of her own choices, makes a lot of her own calls. But she makes like a really big spectacle of giving her husband credit for like letting her do it, and like it's it's interesting to see that kind of
Dynamic.
dichotomy. But apparently she kept this bullshit up until she died. She published a book right before her death, endorsing like the current president of the country, and if you ask me, frankly, hell ain't hot enough for the likes of her. But I digress. Um,
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Hell
Okay.
ain't hot enough. Hell
what
ain't
you been
hot
consuming this
enough.
week, JD?
Saucy.
Hell
Wow.
ain't hot enough.
We just
Agreed.
coming with
Bruh.
the
There's a lot of people where
plate.
hell ain't hot enough.
Throw her into
17-year
Venus.
old kid over here lighting up people. Hell ain't hot enough.
We ain't
Police
even gonna
shooting
get
7
into it
bullets
then,
in the
man.
back of a body. Hell ain't hot enough.
Throw him into Venus.
Mm,
Sorry,
Venus. Boy,
got a
Oh, I
little bit
did
on a
play.
tangent there, but hell ain't
yeah.
hot enough for a lot of people.
That very true. I did play Wasteland 3. That's on Game Pass. Like
I
since
saw
it
Oh
that.
yeah,
dropped, that
how you
was
liking
That
that
was
joint?
that.
it's intense with the headphones on. I'll say that like the soundscape is really well done. But it definitely contributes to raising my anxiety a little bit while I play. But
Um,
it's like a turn-based strategy action type of situation. It's interesting. I was expecting more like an open. Well, I was expecting kind of like a knockoff Fallout,
Oh,
but
you know that
it's.
Wasteland started Fallout. The people that started Wasteland
I think I read
then
that
we
shit.
went to Fallout. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a cool little game if you can kind of deal with the quirks. Like driving the vehicle is kind of clunky and it's kind of tedious, but if I'm engaged in the story and I'm interested, kind of. I'm not a real good strategist, but I mean I'm playing on normal and the battles haven't been too bad. I've only died. Actually, I haven't. Nobody has all died. I've had a couple people die that I had to revive, but so if you fuck with that type of shit, you might want to check it out.
You gonna keep playing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna see where it goes. I'm gonna see where it goes. I don't know if I'm going back to that fucking bazaar. That shit was weird, but I'm gonna keep playing the main story and trying to figure out what's going on with this conspiracy shit. I have no doubt in my mind that this main dude they've been talking up is up to no good, cause like he's like the head guy of the whole state of Colorado, and you know what they say, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So
True,
there's
true.
absolutely no doubt in my mind he up to some wild shit, and we'll see. I'll uncover it eventually. We'll see what happens.
somebody should tell Carl that.
I don't think Carl
Well,
cares, bro. That's the thing.
That is the
look,
thing.
just because I got tens of trillions, that doesn't mean I
Yo,
have absolute power.
bruh.
Okay?
If
So
you
The
have
what?
tens
math,
and trillions, we having some problems, Carl. Because
You gotta redistribute, brother.
No, no, he's talking
look,
about the asteroid belt tens of trillions, which is basically income outside of
Uh,
of of
So
the
what you been
Academy.
on, JD?
what have I been on?
Yup.
I've been on some oldies this week, y'all. So I'm not sure
Mm.
if anyone here has ever watched Assassination Classroom, but yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorite animes, in my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And I have binge watched that actually in my wife's top 10 too. So her and I have been binge watching Assassination Classroom this week. But it's been absolutely fantastic. Sometimes, like, I mean, not to knock the summer lineup, I'm loving Fire Force this season. Black Clover is it's okay. Sword Art Online has gone a little fucking out of the way, but whatever.
It's on
It's
the
I
Sword
still
Art
need
island.
to catch up
Online.
on that.
Um,
I didn't even know that was still going on.
yeah,
Mhm.
man, still going on. Um, I mean, I mean, yeah, but I kind of just wanted to go back to the older ones. But
Mhm.
as far as what's recently came out, and not even like recently, but Netflix got the rights to re-release it. It's
Yeah.
Blue
Okay.
Exorcist season 2. Which
Nice.
Blue Exorcist, in my opinion, is absolute fire. I love it. I love the fights. I love the story. The manga is amazing.
Blue
The
Exorcist is
cover art for
definitely.
the manga is always fantastic. I love the plot.
Yeah.
Satan's sons, are trying to kill, Satan himself. So it's just your children kind of backfire on you if you're a douche.
What's it called?
Um,
Blue
Blue
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
whole
yeah,
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Blue
I remember that.
Exorcist. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
Blue Exorcist season 2 came out, and it's fantastic. Well, not came out; it was re-released.
You're
I've
right.
watched it when Amazon had it, which I don't understand why Amazon Prime ever has rights to anime. Like, one of my personal favorites, and my top 5 is Psychopaths. I absolutely fucking love the premise of Psychopaths.
Psychopaths is actually really good.
It
Yeah.
is, if
Psychopaths is
you've not
fire.
seen Psychopaths, it is up there with like Shield Hero and shit like that. Like, a
Mm-hmm.
Psychopaths is fire. It's
Mm-hmm.
one of those animes where, like, if you just kind of want to put it on because you're tired of like the colorful, like, glammy bullshit, like, that you get with Sword Art Online, and like, kind of all the normal shonen stuff. You kind of want to break away from that. Psychopaths is
Mhm.
kind of what you watch. But Amazon, for the longest time, has had the rights to Psychopaths, and they've re-released the new season, because of Psychopaths had like 2 seasons of it, like the actual main story,
Yeah.
and then now they have like these, like 5 different micro series. But Amazon releases it, and then it just kind of gets lost in the shuffle of Prime, because Prime is just a fucking awful app to use for video
It's
streaming.
garbage.
Regardless, it's garbage, and like a grade A anime is getting like lost to time. So I pray, because Netflix has
Stranger
talked about
Things.
trying to get Psychopaths and bring it over to Netflix. I pray that happens, because it's just getting lost over there. So many good anime get lost in in Amazon Prime's little anime, collection vaults.
Dog, I didn't even
Um,
know that how bad it is. I didn't even know that Prime had anime.
Wow.
And they have some good Prime, like they have some actually a grade A shit over there too, but it gets lost because no one, like, the searching mechanic in Prime is garbage.
Really
Um,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
really bad. The suggesting mechanism in Prime is garbage. So, but not to get on that tangent, but yeah,
Right.
I've been on the old stuff. Solo Leveling, loving the new series, absolutely still amazing. Picked up a new one called The Beginning After the End, and that one is fucking fire. And that's a comic series as well. And I'll drop links in that for you guys to pick up. But it's absolutely amazing. Overall premise is this king, basically is reincarnated, in a different world and whatnot. And unlike other isekai, you kind of get really good glimpses of how he lived his life prior. But he gets reincarnated as a full blown on damn baby, and so you kind of get him, like, the first few chapters are him as a baby, like full adult brain in a baby body. So he's like sneaking into his parents' study. He's trying to understand the world, understand how magic works. He ends up blowing up his parents' house because he like forms his magic core basically like 20 years earlier than you're supposed to form your magic core and shit. So he becomes super OP, of course. But I mean, the cart, like, the writing's great.
What is
The
this?
beginning after the end. And I will find it and drop the link right now, actually, while I'm thinking about it.
This is anime, not manga, correct?
Sounds
No, this is
familiar.
manga. This is manga. Sorry, if I didn't make that clear,
You
this is.
just broke me right there.
I know, I know.
Carl
It
said he
is.
ain't about to read that shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
it
I
is.
was
It
gonna
is
fill up my
manga.
eyeballs, and then you said there's words involved.
Have you ever watched Saga of Tanya the Evil?
Say again.
Saga of Tanya the Evil. It's kind of the same premise of a guy. Well, so basically it's about this guy. He's a lawyer or businessman or whatever. He doesn't believe in God. Thinks it's all religion is shit. All this stuff. He ends up he gets pushed, and he's about to get pushed and get killed basically. And God stops
Oh yeah.
and he says, "Oh, you don't believe in me, huh?" He's like, "No, I don't believe in you. You just an entity who's a piece of shit trying to mess with people's lives, basically." He's like, "Okay."
Mhm.
So he reincarnates him as a girl in another world where magic exists, and it's pretty much World War II.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay. I
she's
think I've
basically
heard of
working on
this.
the side of like Hitler.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's not Hitler, but
like not Hitler, but like you kind of get suggestions that the army that the main character works for would be the Germans in World War II.
Mm.
basically, yeah. And so it ends up kind of
Fantastic anime,
but she's endowed with like immense magical
magical god power. Yeah,
and and so she gains it. Well, he gains it more, or unlocks it by praising God, basically. But still,
which he
God is
hates
kind of like,
doing.
so God is still like fucking with him and saying, "Oh, you still don't believe in me, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna make you praise me in order to give you this power and
Mm.
to get advantage, basically." So it's actually it's not a long anime, but it's pretty fucking sick. Like it was pretty good. But yeah, so that's what it reminded me of when you were talking about that create. So my bad. Yeah,
No,
I got
it's actually I would say that's pretty similar to it as far as anime adaptation goes. But yeah, the beginning after the end, I binged it in basically 2 days. 72 chapters are out right now. There's a novel, like a light novel. So like the way manhwa kind of works out is there's always like a light novel, and then there's like the comic book,
Mm.
which is the adaptation of the light novel, and
mm,
like that's kind of how that flows. So that's been my main reading material this week, and it was fantastic. I mean, great story. I cannot wait for more, more chapters to be released. Um, but yeah, that's been my week. Assassination
Nice.
Classroom. If you wanted to watch that, fantastic anime, like grade A anime.
yeah.
Tearjerker in some ways.
Cried like
Life
a baby.
lessons to be taught. Cried like a baby at that ending. I mean, one of the out no, the best anime that ended is Assassination Classroom. The ending actually made me feel, and it felt real. Some anime just kind of like end. Assassination Classroom, it had a ending, like a proper ending, and it was fantastic.
Stop crying. Oh,
Couldn't I mean I like when I say that I mean literal tears. My wife and I, literal
Oh
tears.
man.
Um,
he
Damn.
clipped it. Yes.
but
Sorry, Creston clipped the he clipped the scene
Yeah.
of us
where
facing the
Oh,
multiplying
and the
demon.
let me put that in there.
Oh
All
man,
right. So, like I said, it's kind of a light news week, but
man.
Nvidia finally dropped the RTX 30 bomb.
And that for my birthday, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was, and I mean, it was a really short event for the amount of time they had that stream up. But we getting a 3090, 3080, and a 3070. Um, so the 3090 is gonna be like the big investment at like 1500. 3080 is gonna be 700. Coming out on like 2 weeks from today actually. 917 the 3080 is supposed to be coming out, and then like the week after that will be the 3090, and the 3070 is coming in at 499. It's supposed to be like more powerful than the 2080 Ti, and that's gonna come out in October. And so I'm excited.
Oh,
I
this is
was
next gen, not that bullshit. PS5 and Series X shit. This is next gen. It's like nah.
I mean,
They
But for
showed
real though,
actually clips of Cyberpunk being played and Doom Eternal,
dog,
and
that
it
Doom
looked
Eternal
amazing.
jank. Oh my
It
god. I
looked
was like, dog, I
amazing.
need to play that shit again. Just like,
yeah.
yeah.
But
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
but the TV was like an
the
8K
card
OLED.
costs more than the next gen consoles, though.
It costs as
As
much
great
as the
as they
next.
are.
It costs
Yeah,
as
you
much.
just piece it out
Yeah.
over
I
time.
mean, if
Yeah.
you already have your PC
You can
already,
games for like
Yeah, if you
then
already have your PC already, you update the graphics card. I mean,
I
that's
mean,
a
and then
win-win.
like on top of it, I'm just tired of like, dog, I'm so fucking tired of this whole next gen shit. Like we still don't know the price, still don't know
PC is
the
That's
I know
true.
that's
right.
good.
release
You
date.
just,
Like,
you
Honestly,
just have
PC is just what I'm
animosity
doing
right now.
for the
yeah,
next
I'm
time,
tired of
like
this
for the
shit,
rest
dog.
of the
Like
year.
just like figure out what the fuck they're gonna do. Like
like
No, it's chicken. You name your price. No, you name your
Maurice
price.
talk about tired of no
you
games on
get that on
Xbox.
Xbox.
it's
Oh
Hating,
Yeah.
shit!
hating, man.
constant hate.
But without the
Hating.
backwards compatibility, I think
I
Xbox
know,
would be
right?
Ah,
You're
faster
gonna
on
be
games,
facts.
right?
exactly. You're gonna be paying you ain't got man. I swear, man. Y'all, I swear you Sony and Nintendo, yeah, like y'all motherfuckers, like y'all swear they can't do shit wrong. I swear.
It's like Apple.
That's facts.
I swear. Like it's
And
like dog.
Well,
It's so annoying. So annoying. Like
that's how I
those
feel
mo-
about Mac users.
they were.
You could use a Nexus One
iPad.
GPU to run Nintendo games. Get out my face. Put some 3D in their games.
She said, "Put
Not
some
no
3D."
There's plenty of 3D in their games.
It keeps selling
Get
like
out my.
underpowered systems and people just
Crap
eat
could
it
run
up.
on Windows
But I still
95.
love I'm not gonna lie, I love the
The
Switch.
Switch is amazing.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have no problems with the Switch. I thought I was gonna hate it because I thought it was a dumb idea. I was very wrong.
Right.
Nah.
But
I love that shit. I've been playing Ring Fit Event. Well, I haven't been playing lately, but Ring Fit Adventure is funny shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But
Look, I'll just get a Samsung tablet with xCloud, and
That's
that
all you
should
need right there.
replace my Switch experience.
Skip the Switch entirely.
well, you get a whole Xbox experience too, because
Exact
you know
freaking
damn well that if you have an iPad, that shit ain't running no xCloud right
so
now.
hurt.
They need to
I'm
stop
so
playing.
hurt, man.
No,
Bruh,
that's
Carl.
I don't think that shit's ever gonna happen.
It's
At
never
this
gonna
no,
happen. It's
it's
never
never.
gonna happen.
damn.
I'm
It's
so
because
hurt
it's
about it.
No, I
Microsoft
think
too.
it's gonna happen
If it was anybody
eventually.
else,
Yeah, they can't win this battle. Like Microsoft has done nothing wrong. They have not violated the terms of service. Like you can't like they don't. Apple doesn't have a leg to stand on. They're just biding their time.
hmm
Yeah, they I mean it's it's like,
Android tablets suck, dude. I don't want to have to buy that.
I don't.
I don't
But
even
I
know what
will.
like
But I
what's a
won't. I don't
good
want.
Android tablet right now.
I
I
have
didn't know
no
they're still
idea.
making
They're all
tablets.
garbage. The best one is some
I gotta be like that.
flavor of Samsung, but they're all trash. Like, what you
Mm.
want is
Hell
a
is
nice iPad Pro with that Elite 2 controller, and it's beautiful. Come on, man. Dang it.
Nah,
what
man, they
this
want
man
you to
said.
play that
Fire
Apple
tablet.
Arcade.
Who the hell?
Fire.
What you gonna
Stop.
play on that fire tablet? Candy Crush?
He said those are the
Boy,
best
no.
Android tablets.
720p?
That's
No,
hilarious.
they don't even have a proper like app
He's
store on
he's
there.
he's right
They
in the
don't.
sense of they are the best, probably one of the best selling Android tablets because
Yes, because it's $5.
and because
Five
because it's
dollars for
Amazon.
like a bunch of hidden fees too.
No bullshit and a whole bunch of bloat.
Yep. But nah, like for real though, like this shit, like I was super excited to see because I'm at a point where I do want to build a next gen PC, and so this is
Yeah.
like perfect timing,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
because
Which one you getting? The 3090?
nah. I could do good.
Boy,
I'm probably gonna shoot for the 3080.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do you
because
I ain't
think
got.
the AMD chips are going to compete with that?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um,
That's supposed to be next month. We're supposed to find out about AMD, right?
Oh yeah. I didn't. I didn't.
I'm not
I
sure
didn't know.
when, but I just assumed it's supposed to
By that
I
time,
mean, they
I'm
need
make
to
an
gonna
drop it
announcement.
soon.
have
It's gonna be yeah. It's gonna be too late. Everybody
gonna be
gonna be
too
done.
late. I'm gonna have my
Yeah.
GeForce ready playing Cyberpunk, baby.
You think we're gonna have a
Everybody gonna
price
be on
next month?
Ampere and on,
for
secondhand
PS5 and
terms.
Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man,
they ran
I've
out
been
of
hearing,
time.
Point.
I've been hearing that they might just delay them. They might just delay them to next year.
Damn.
What do you
You
all
know
think
what's
about
gonna
that?
upset so many
I think
people?
it's a
If they
dumb
delay
idea.
what?
It's a
The
console.
consoles?
Why are you
Yeah, delay
delaying?
them to
I'm
2021.
okay
Okay,
with
but
it.
why? Like, are they
It's not
having
like I'm getting
production issues?
Halo, so I'm okay.
I mean,
You
true.
said why? You
True.
said
Is the
why
yeah,
are they
like
delaying it?
this whole time they've been
'Cause
talking about we're on time, we're still ready to launch, whatever, whatever. So like,
of course they have to say that. They can't be like, you don't know, because
Oh, you
nobody's
got
because
us. We not
yeah,
ready.
exactly. It's like they have to like.
true, hype
I
it up.
mean, they did that with Halo too. I'm sure that they known for a long time that Halo was like fucked up in the background. Like, but they have to like leave that possibility like up, you know, they have to leave that they have to appear confident. You can never like come off
Yeah.
as iffy, especially on something like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I think it's the same thing. Like both consoles really don't have anything to play at launch. You really just gonna be playing Xbox One and PS4 games,
Well, they
basically.
have some games. They have some games you can play at launch.
But I
So
think that's a part of their error, right? This whole launch exclusive bull crap. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
this shit is dead. Like this, I'm telling you, like this console war
It's
shit
dead.
is dead. Like this shit
People
is
are really starting to
people are
understand the power of a PC, and not just that,
yeah.
but the power of
Even
owning your
Sony.
own
Sony's
games.
putting their
Yeah,
first party titles on PC now.
PC.
yeah.
Like that's just extra revenue. Like you can
I
like
just can't be spending 2 stacks though. Like I
and
don't want
that's
to be
fine.
spending
That's
But when you
2 stacks.
think
completely
about
but
it,
that's
right?
fine.
But if you think about it honestly, with a console, you're just getting something to play games on. If you're spending two stacks on a PC, not only are you getting a heavy, heavy fucking powerhouse for gaming, but you're getting a heavy powerhouse for labs. You're getting a heavy powerhouse for your dev work.
That's
Like
true.
it's just you
I'm
do
not I'm
more
not
with
doing
it.
development on Windows.
This is
Oh
true.
my gosh.
I mean, let's not act like you can't run a Linux
Hey,
box. Like, I
I've been
mean,
exclusively Windows deving the last
You can run a
month
Windows
and some
VM.
change.
And you're
He,
compromised. Okay. You're
You can dual
compromised.
I don't
boot it.
know. I just
I
Look,
get a lot of
personally,
horsepower, a
I
lot
am
of
not continuing in this console war BS. I mean, and also, like while we're talking about this, the next gen and that concept, like I've been testing out this whole Shadow thing. I'm using Shadow right now, actually, for for our stream.
I watched that
And
Linus video you shared. That's very
yep,
compelling.
I mean, the shit's crazy. $5 a month right now. What is what I'm paying for this? And it works on my MacBook Air beautifully. I was playing Rogue Company. I had like a Hyperscape, no issues. So
Yeah.
once it becomes more accessible, and once this, because it is just a startup right now, but if someone were to buy them and make them bigger, I mean, I can see consoles having a harder time competing because if I could run this on a toaster and be able to play like I have a $2,000 box for only $5 a month, I mean, I don't know. I don't see I don't see why I wouldn't.
If I would love if they had a Linux version to that, because I would then get that to do dev work. Like,
And that is something that they're thinking about expanding in is
because
doing
I
other
absolutely
situations
would do
like
that.
that,
That would be amazing.
right?
And then let's say I aspire to be an entrepreneur some point in the future.
You
If
are
I
right
start a
now.
company, well, there you go. Boom. So, but once you have employees, dev employees, right?
oh, you save so
I
much
don't want
money.
to. I don't want to live exactly. I don't want to live that
IT.
corporate world where you got an office. I'm like, stay your butt at home, and I will provision for you some beefy behind machines to do
Right?
development in,
Yeah.
and that would be
And then each instance
beautiful.
is the same and can be updated the
Exactly.
same
Yeah.
because there's no local anything. Yeah.
It would
I
be
mean,
juicy,
truthfully,
dude.
they're sitting on a
Yeah.
gold mine, but they don't. I don't even think the owners fully realize
Why
how
the hell
much.
doesn't
Because at
Citrix
first,
do this?
because
Like,
Citrix is comfortable where they're at.
Yeah.
They realize they have a good hold on the market, but once Shadow realizes that they can expand even outside of just those gamers, like it's a wrap. Citrix is gonna have to update what they're doing.
Yeah, that Citrix receiver crap is
Mm-hmm.
garbage. Like
It's
that
bullshit.
solution, it would be amazing. So I saw that immediately for
Yep.
startups and medium-sized companies just scaling out, having a global distributed team, not have to
Yep.
worry about buying hardware, shipping hardware out. Like that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Shadow has more like they did release numbers. They have about 45% of their users use it for gaming, but they also use it for things like work. You know, a lot of coders
Mhm.
use it and stuff like that, where they'll have like crappy machines they can't really develop on, so they'll use Shadow
This
as
could be
their
good in the
development environment.
education space too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
A lot of kids, I know Maurice in the chat was talking about that, how there are a lot of kids that don't have access to adequate technology right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it's just amplifying, like, that whole digital divide that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Um and so if you're able to um do crazy stuff with like a Chromebook, I mean, like,
Have it more
that's
accessible.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can do some
Yeah.
cool stuff. Like that's
Yep.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
My
So
that'd be the
cousin,
next.
her whole
That'd be the
school
next step.
district is struggling. So
Yeah.
if they could have
Yeah.
access to this computer labs, and then, you know, if they had
Offload the
an
processing power.
iPad and a keyboard, they could get it done,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Yep. Because this loads
So
on
that
iPads.
would change the game.
I've tested it. I can launch a
Oh shit.
full damn like the whole damn PC on my iPad.
Well shit,
Connect the
maybe
Bluetooth, like
maybe you
connect
onto
the
something.
Yeah.
Bluetooth
About to be like fuck
keyboard and mouse
iCloud.
to it.
I mean XCloud.
Hmm.
Just get the iPad, get
I mean,
Shadow.
well, you can get
yeah.
xCloud on your Shadow. I
Exactly.
yeah.
have xCloud
That's
installed
that's
on
what
my
they were
Shadow.
saying.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking
Yeah.
about like can I, thinking about like if XCloud is available on Windows, then I could just buy a Surface tablet or something like that. But that is also a very
Yeah,
viable
Yeah.
solution.
Yep.
and that's why it's so interesting enough that this is coming out now. Because I was talking about this to Creston, that when I was taking some Amazon courses, I was talking to one of the instructors, and we were talking about gaming. He's saying how for his son, he doesn't have a console or PC. He just spins up Amazon instances, puts the games on there, lets him play for 2 hours or so, and just pays for it and pay for the instance. The amount of time that is up. I was like,
Yeah,
that's actually pretty
yeah,
genius.
that's
Hell
smart.
yeah.
Yep. Honestly, I can
Got to make
imagine
sure,
Amazon once they see Shadow
Mm-hmm.
that Bezos would buy.
and that's what I was saying.
Because
Like they're gonna be behind. They're gonna be late to the late to the game by the time they realize
No,
because
they're just gonna buy it. Like
They're just gonna
Yeah, they
buy it,
don't
yeah.
have to.
Okay.
They don't have to catch up. They just have to buy
they
them out.
They're
they'll
worth
Buy it.
1.6 trillion dollars,
true
JK.
yeah they'll
because they
break
have
off.
Game
So
Loft and Lumberyard, but it's not really picking up speed. So this could be their
and their
avenue
biggest
to,
problem, yeah,
yeah,
their biggest problem, like Shadow is smart. They started off focusing on how do we build the cloud environment. And so they bought locations and they put up server racks. I mean, that's
Mm.
how they started. They focused on making sure their cloud was tight and secure before they even started doing anything else.
can you
Yeah.
Amazon, Google,
imagine like
Yep.
Microsoft, Apple. Who would
can
you
you
rather
imagine
buy them?
Oh shit.
Well,
Honestly, I would
Google's
rather
out.
none of them buy them.
Microsoft doesn't have a need.
Google's out because they everything that they buy
There's
that's not their primary focus
Nah,
dies.
hell no. And they
yeah,
Yeah.
kill off too much shit.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
do.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'd rather
Probably
them stay their own
Amazon.
entity. I just want them to
Yeah.
get good money behind them, to be honest.
I'd rather
But
Amazon um
yeah,
gives them the funds that they need and have like a partnership, and Shadow
like
takes
they
the
do with
to,
Twitch. Yeah.
yeah,
Like yeah, if they were to buy, I would want them to just to give the money in the back end,
Yeah.
yeah,
and yeah, I
and it
could
gives
even
them
see Shadow and Twitch integrating really well together, like
Hell
creating
yeah.
instant streaming like
yeah,
instances.
yeah,
Like
Amazon
you,
it
you
is.
load a Shadow and it automatically is ready for you to stream. All you have to do is get like selected peripheral, like your selected USB drive, you selected USB peripherals and stuff like that.
They can start turning all these dead malls into like data centers.
Ooh,
Yep.
Like
True
JC
shit.
Penney turned that into a big ass data center.
Hell yeah,
Amazon's
man.
turning
Damn.
them into
I would want to.
distribution
I would
centers.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Amazon.
that
Yeah,
too.
Amazon buying
Yeah,
them out. Yep. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna be
we're running low on time. We gonna skip to our time. It's not really a topic. I mean, everybody's probably already heard this news, but we have. I mean, among all the other losses of Black life this week,
Yeah.
we have lost a hero, an icon in Chadwick Boseman to colon cancer at the age of 43. And it's sad, man. And I actually read, I was talking to some people earlier today, and they said that that is something that black people are predisposed to, more so than other races. And like,
Yeah.
you got to
Overthinker.
start getting screened early. Like, so this
Yep.
this other cat, this black dude I was talking to earlier, he said his dad died from colon cancer at like 45. And I'm
Yep.
like, damn. He was like, he's 31, and he was like, I started getting screening last year, and I'm like, bruh, like that's young to be like
Yep.
worried about dying.
Right.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think
It's
I think one thing that will come out of this is it does bring awareness to this. Like we're
Absolutely.
starting to think about that, especially as black males. Like um, our culture, like we don't
Yep. Don't go to the doctor.
value, yeah, we don't go to doctor as much
Yeah.
as we should. So I think that this death is also like
A wake up call.
a wake up call for all of us to take all of this stuff a lot more serious and keep up with our
Absolutely.
checkups and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's the
Yeah.
He
one good
looked
thing that will come out
fit,
of all of
like
this.
he's a martial artist. I'm like, he would have been the last person I would have thought.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Um,
Yeah.
mean, like a legit martial artist too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like working out, like
Um,
eating well. But I mean, cancer. It does not discriminate. Cancer
Yeah.
will destroy you no matter how healthy you believe your body to be.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it comes down to genetics. Like Kev was just saying, if your dad has it, if your grandpa had it, you are
Yep.
likely to have it. And if you don't, your son might have it.
It's true.
Skin cancer runs prominently in my family. So does heart disease, diabetes, all those, like, certain things, as long as you are on the right track, you can prevent them. But
Yeah.
it's just, unfortunately, it's just, it runs in our bloodline.
Yeah.
Um, I would love
you
to
got to keep
know.
your
I've never talked
primary
to,
in check.
yeah,
Like I went to my primary a few
That's true
years
too.
back, and I told her like, you know what? There's cancer in my family. I want to get screened. Like, oh, she was like, oh, yeah, there's no need. You don't need to get screened until
nope,
in your 50s. I'm like,
Yeah. What the fuck?
ah,
nope. I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
know
medicine
now.
doesn't say
that's
that that's accurate.
And that's
that's
another.
So
Yeah,
another
Exactly. Medical
yeah, that's
racism is so real, bro. Like,
exactly. Yep.
and I would say what I've ended up reading on the internet is like, if you want something, if you want a screening, or if you want a test, and your doctor denies you, make them write it in your chart that you asked for this and they denied you, and either you'll have like
Up late.
proof when you go to somebody else get a second opinion or something like that, or they'll be like they won't want to do that and they'll give you the screening.
Oh yeah.
right.
Because there's
That's
been.
actually a really good point. I have a doctor's appointment in October.
I gotta get
I
mine.
definitely will do that.
Yeah, man. Like, and you shouldn't have to do that, but like, I mean, this
It's a
like
real
racism
thing.
is
Mind
is
you, this is my first
pervasive.
doctor's appointment in 6 years.
Oh
I have not
Jesus.
been seeing a doctor in 6 years, and it's true. I genuinely have a fear of going to the doctor because you don't know you have a problem until you
Until
see a
you,
Yeah,
doctor.
if you don't know, it'll be
until you
fine.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Um,
Yeah. I know
but
what you're
no,
for
saying.
me,
it
it's a
did
function of
inspire me.
changing companies. Like when I was with a better company, um, they brought medical staff to you. Like so, when you did your annual screening,
Hmm.
they at least did your blood work and all that stuff on site, and
Mm,
then and they gave you credits for that. So when you do go to the doctor, you do get some medicine. Uh, they use your credits, and you don't have to pay the deductible. So like I was at a better company health wise before,
Hmm.
so I was seeing the doctor at least once a year because they just made it happen for you. Now
Yeah.
that I'm with this less awesome company, because I live in Florida now.
How
mm.
dare
They
you?
give you a
Continue.
pill.
Anyway,
Okay.
things are less sexy. It's been a few years now since I've been to the doctor, so I need to address that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I
I
will say
am.
this. Like it's been like for the past few years, I've been. Of course, I'll go to a doctor too, and they like I had my checkup last year. I gotta get mine this year. But since COVID and stuff, I haven't been able to. But from getting my checkups and stuff, like I realized like certain things I had to work on as far as nutrition and stuff like that. But even like
Yeah.
some people who like I guarantee like Chadwick Boseman was doing all necessary things for him to have a healthy state and to
Oh yeah,
even
we
do
saw that. Yeah.
right even to do because he did not only did he did like 4 movies back to back while he was still going through this. He didn't tell anybody. He didn't, and people were like, "Oh, why didn't I know?" I was like, "You don't have to fucking know. It's not none of your business." And
Yeah,
for him to not say anything, you should be saying, "Damn, this man is strong. This man is like went
yeah,
he went through all that. Not only did he do press tours, he went to school. He went to Howard. Talked. He was doing all these interviews, doing these movies, all this stuff. And when they had showed a video of him where he wasn't looking like his usual self, that's when like, oh, something must be wrong with him. And
yeah. People
that's
were
when it
like
kind of
roasting
came
him
out.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I thought he was losing weight for a part. I was like, he
Yeah.
I
plays
yeah,
did
he had
too.
said
Everybody
That's
that.
thought he was
that's what. Yeah, because I remember him
everybody
on the
thought he
Breakfast Club. I was like,
was
damn, he's like super skinny right now.
yeah.
He was like, oh, he must
And
be going for a
Yeah, I was
role because
like, he
that's what
played
like.
every black person. He's probably playing a younger version of himself in his own biopic, and he needed to lose a little weight. Like
Yep.
he
Yeah.
plays everybody. And then my brother brought that up. He was like, "Man, is he sick?" And I was like, "Nah, man, he probably just playing a part for
right.
some other
Yeah.
movie. He got to be a little
So
skinnier."
not one person, like probably of course his family probably knew.
Yeah.
But still, like he didn't tell not one person. And then now after he passed, like immediately was like, so who's gonna play Black Panther? Who's gonna play Black?
I mean, we
I was
already have
like,
a
I
the,
was like,
Don't
bro,
care.
I was like, first
Don't
off,
care.
second movie hadn't even came out yet, so y'all shouldn't even be talking about this. And then,
Did he shoot that?
No,
huh? What'd you say?
No, that's
um
what I
no.
just.
They were gonna shoot it
That's what I
this
was
year.
curious of.
They were gonna
Yeah.
oh, okay,
shoot
they
it
were gonna
this
shoot this
year. They
year.
were gonna start shooting this year in Atlanta and then coronavirus hit, so they canceled it.
Yeah. And I
Mm.
will say, so what you were saying, Beast, kind of goes to another another point that I wanted to bring up. Like, as I've been so two oh shit, what year is it? Like 4 years ago, I was in an on a job accident. Um, I was working in a like an industrial warehouse. I was on like a motorized personnel carrier. It's like a 3-wheel scooter or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, the shit threw me off, and I fell flat on the concrete, hit my head. Everything went
Ooh.
black for a second, and like it turned out that I got a concussion, and so I went to the doctor. She put me on like brain rest or whatever. And I was like, I mean, I finished the work. I was working overnight at that time. I finished my because it's like the doctor is not open. Like, where am I gonna go? So I finished
Mhm.
my work, went to the doctor, had a concussion, stayed home and shit. And then after that, like I had trouble. I've been having trouble since with like nerve stuff. Like my hands will
Mhm.
sometimes go numb. It when it first like before I went to physical therapy, I used to get numbness like from my hips to my toes, and I would go to the
Shit.
doctor. I'd be like, dog, this is a problem. And they'd be like, well, you got to lose some weight. And I'm like, dog, I've been fat my whole life. This was never a problem until this incident. Like, how can that be the issue when it wasn't an issue before? Like you fucking playing with me. And I had to go like to multiple people and really advocate for myself before I found a doctor that would listen to me. And I've been
Mhm.
to physical therapy. I've been to the
That's
chiropractor.
crazy.
I've been to fucking everywhere. My back still hurts. Like I can no longer stand or walk for extended periods of time without excruciating pain. And like
Mhm.
I don't,
Mm.
that's not really something that I tell because it's like, for them, I'm a programmer for the most part. I'll sit at my desk.
Yeah.
Um, but it's a real thing. Like if I got to travel for my job, I have to arrange for you know, a wheelchair or something like that so I can get around the airport because the lines are fucking long. The airport is fucking huge and shit like that. And then it's like, there's another part for me that kind of hurts my pride because it's like, dog, people are gonna look at me and assume that I can't walk around because I'm fat, and it's like that's not the issue. Like I flew
Mhm.
before my accident. I used to play sports and shit like as a kid. Like I was a really active child, but it's like, people assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
People
yeah.
assume.
As soon as they
So
see,
They
like,
assume about your health without knowing your health.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
just
because
a question real quick. So like a couple weeks back, for whatever reason, I got into this rabbit hole of watching a whole bunch of chiropractor videos. I was talking to
Uh.
AJ. I saw a chiropractor video of
Roy Jones
Roy
Jr.
Jones Jr.
getting ready for the Tyson
And
fight.
when I
That's some
saw him,
random
I'm like,
shit.
he's gonna get killed by Mike Tyson. Ain't no question.
Yeah, he was
AJ
looking.
felt some type of way about that, but he knows the truth. Like
Stop talking about the champ like that. Champ.
Bruh.
it was.
That
Look,
they about to get Ronda
he looked
Rousey.
like a senior citizen. Mike Tyson was looking like he's about to demolish anybody in front. Anyway,
Boxing isn't
tangent.
all about physical ability, guys. It's about
Yeah,
skill.
not
I
in
saw a
that.
picture of him.
Sure, hold on to that, AJ. Hold on to it.
Oh, I am.
But the point is, it's like okay, there's some chiropractors out here working miracles,
Oh
right? The
yeah.
guy that was working on Roy Jones Jr.
Hmm.
He kind of specializes in athletes
Hmm.
uh, and the kind of stuff that happens when you either work out a lot or you get injured and you kind of go out of line, whatever. So the question is, are you trying to like get like some high quality chiropractors to sort of help you out? Because I feel like chiropractors are slept on. Because I went to the chiropractor like a year and a half or so ago, and it kind of made all the difference for me because I just started feeling
I
some
should take my
pain, and
ass to
they
the
just
chiropractor.
fixed me up real quick.
You do. Nah. I will say chiropractors are definitely slept on, but I have the same problem that I have with regular doctors. I go there and they be like, "You should be all right. You just need to lose some weight." And so it's like
Mm.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
don't
I'm
really
s-
make any
I'm
sense
still open to
for nerve
looking.
pain.
You said what?
That doesn't make any sense for nerve pain because
It
that's not how
makes
nerves work.
it makes no. Well, I had an
Yeah.
MRI and they was like, "You seem fine. Whatever. Go home." And I was like,
So the chiropractor actually got rid of some numbness because I was starting to get numbness. Like I was sleeping on my side, right,
"Mhm.
and my arm would go numb. And I'm like, okay, I'm
Mhm.
sleeping on my side. Maybe I'm like cutting off circulation or something. And the
Right."
chiropractor's like, yeah, nah, that shouldn't happen. And then I'm like, yeah, it didn't happen before, but I did put on a few pounds, so maybe that's what it was.
Mhm.
And then he's like, no, that shouldn't happen. And within like a few weeks of adjustments, like all that crap was gone. And so, like, I feel like it's just a combination of the skill of the chiropractor and their willingness to listen to you and
Right.
freaking do their
Word.
job.
Yeah.
Um, because what I could see both personal experience and just watching these videos. Like I went for a good 2 weeks just watching a whole bunch of. I don't know why that was so enrapturing for me,
Okay.
but I was just watching these videos. And the stuff that they were able to do, like Roy Jones Jr. couldn't touch his toes by at least 6 inches. By the
Damn.
time he was done, he was touching his toes.
Yeah. He
Fuck
said
out of
he'd
here.
never
Like
touched his toes before. Not just
He
he's
has
never
touched.
touched his toes in
never.
his
That's
life.
crazy.
I was
In his
like, you're one of the
life.
greatest boxers of all time. You
You
could
were
do a simple toe
super.
Like
touch.
what kind of?
So
He
goddamn.
has the
That's crazy.
stiffest
Yeah,
What is your
upper body
stretching
ever.
routine?
I
He's,
know.
he didn't even he played basketball before one of his fights. He says he didn't work out like that. Like he was just gifted, which is
Oh,
why
okay.
his
I
career
got
ended the
you.
way it did because he was so gifted in it. When that stuff
Mhm.
starts to wear off, you don't have no secondary.
Got you.
Yeah, the secondary fallback for his
Yeah,
giftedness.
like yeah,
Yeah.
the giftedness when you can't just beat everybody to the punch, literally. Like
That's it.
Yeah.
It's
And
a wrap.
and
I mean,
I mean not Craig, Kev, I know what you mean about having that weight bias
yeah.
because even though so I played football and so every time I go get my checkup, there's like, oh man, you're obese, you're super obese, you're really overweight. I'm like, bro, I play football. I'm not your average person. You that BMI charts for that average person. Like
BMI is
y'all should have
bullshit. But we ain't
It's
got to go
trash.
into that.
It's trash. I'm like 40 pounds over BMI. I'm
Right.
I'm almost obese as
This
I'm
shit
well
is
like, dude,
arbitrary.
for my height.
I'm gonna let you
dude.
finish. My bad. I didn't mean to start that, but yeah.
No, no. I mean, so like, I went to the doctor one time before when I was playing college, and of course, they told me I had like a kidney problem or whatever, and so they did a biopsy and everything. They saw my kidney fibers. They were like, "Oh, your kidney fibers are fine. We don't understand why this is happening." So I'm like, "Okay," and they're like, "Well, if you lose weight, it'll be less stress on your kidneys, this, and that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I try to lose weight. But I'm gaining so much. I'm gaining muscle from losing all this
Yeah.
weight. So I'm still being big. So
Yeah, you
I'm
got like a 30,000. I'm not. You got like a 3,000 calorie diet when you play football. Like
yeah.
you,
And so
it's
like
hard
I'm
to
like
burn
so
any
so I
weight.
was, right. I'm sorry. Go. So
No, no, you good.
so I'm like at fam. Like I'm taking, and they're like, oh well, maybe it's because you're taking in too much protein. I'm like, I asked the doctor. I was like, if I eat chicken versus taking a protein shake, what's worse? She's like, you eat more protein in chicken than you do in a protein shake, so it wouldn't matter. So I was trying to figure out what's causing this thing. So I was like, maybe it's my nutrition. Maybe I'm not getting enough vitamins and minerals and stuff like that. So I start doing that. I haven't had a relapse, which is whatever, but still like I still get the same notion from doctors like, well, I know you're. And of course, I'm still like I am overweight. I haven't been playing football a lot, but or doing sports like that. But still, like when I went to the gym for 6 months and I worked out, like I gained muscle and I was still was big, but I lost fat. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I just need to concentrate on that. Just concentrate on fat and not concentrate on losing like inches, and that will come whatever. Like, but if I go to the doctor and something happened to me, they'll be like, oh, well, it's your weight. That's why and this is happening. I'm like, but you didn't even check.
Right.
Like, so I
That's
could
the
be
crazy
having a
shit.
colon problem or something that's causing me to
Exactly.
gain more weight. Like it could be that's
Thyroid, anything, and you just look
yeah.
at me and you like, oh nah, lose some weight. Like that's this shit literally kills people. Like there's studies about how, what I'm saying, they call it fat phobia. In like medical fat phobia, fucking kills people. Like the dude, the older guy in New Orleans, like during Katrina, he was in the hospital and like they was trying to evacuate and shit, and they just left this man to die. Like he was, I mean, he was a big guy. It
What?
definitely would have been difficult, but like, who the fuck are you to like decide that this man needs to die because you don't want to have to do the work to try and
Goes
get him
against
out
their
of here?
oath. That goes against their oath. They're supposed to help everybody.
That's crazy.
Do no
Like,
harm, dog. Like what? Come on.
I do feel like, um,
mhm.
like doctors and just like healthcare is sort of set up for the average,
Absolutely. And I
which
mean, yeah,
average means like a white male that's 45 maybe.
exactly.
Mhm.
So like I feel like that means it's up to us now to like read medical journals and because I've kind of been on this thing where I need to get my own measurements. I don't
Mhm.
know if I've mentioned this to you, AJ, but like um, there's like a medical startup and I can't remember it now, but like I plan on some point to start testing my own blood every day for sugar levels,
Mhm.
cholesterol, like the whole nine, sort of
Oh,
every
that's
Oh,
dope.
day to
constantly
get
measuring yourself. Yes,
absolutely to have my own data
Yeah, for
yep.
your
so
own
I could go
baseline.
to
I would
my
love to
doctors and be like,
create.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
that has been something I wanted to do for so long. Is like my own personal health dashboard.
Exactly.
Pull in
No,
all the traffic, like all the data from my Apple Watch. Pull in like my own personal tests, blood tests, things like that. I would love to absolutely do that. Have a live actual feed of my health.
But
Word.
by the way, if that Watch OS 6 is talking about that
Blood,
O2 monitor, like they're
yeah,
saying,
blood
it's
glucose
all but
Yeah.
monitoring.
guaranteed that I'm going to iOS.
Yeah, word.
If they
Yep.
mess
That
around and do that,
some would say that was a
I think an
foregone
iPhone's in
conclusion
my
for you.
future.
True. I feel you.
Almost definitely. If I, yeah.
Yeah.
Maurice
Yeah,
said the
So
but
fitness metrics of Garmin is dope. And I think he's talked about that in BCC before, but yeah.
Yeah.
My bad,
But
Corey.
I
You go.
haven't seen
like
it before.
it's on us since the doctors don't give a
Yeah,
crap about us.
it shouldn't be, but it
Um,
definitely is.
yeah,
Yeah.
Really
we
care
got to
about
And I,
collect our like own data and be like, okay,
yeah,
forget the averages. What does these numbers mean for us?
right, for this
And
person. And
exactly,
that's,
like
that's something that I kind of that I had an epiphany about a couple years. Like, doctors are not fucking geniuses that know everything about how to like, they are people who studied theory in school and are now here like practicing on me. And
That's
Right.
why
like,
I call it a
Absolutely.
practice. They'll
it
never
looks
call
at
it
shit
any.
and
That's why
that's
they
why
seems
they
call it.
call it a
similar.
practice.
No, it's legally why they call it a practice.
And
Right.
it's like, I mean, now the legal part I didn't know, but I'm like, that's,
Yeah, they
that's the
can't. They
conclusion I
have to
came to.
call it a practice. That's not.
I'm
It's
their dot test file. Like
Like shit.
the
Like shit.
Basically.
But my
like
point, my
I'm
greater
their
point
hello
was,
world over here. Like
my greater point was
absolutely.
about, invisible disability and stuff like that. Because like people, I mean, I guess technically people like me, who are like disability activists, are talking about this stuff all the time, and
Mhm.
about how, like, if Chadwick had talked about this, would he have even gotten the role? If they knew he had colon
right.
cancer, would they have
Heck
No,
no.
hired
Oh
him?
no, he definitely
no,
not.
Oh,
And
Marvel
so,
definitely wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot
yeah,
pole
no,
if they knew.
exactly.
no.
And so
Like
that's,
no,
it's a problem. It's
because
it's
you
a
you know there are some execs in a boardroom somewhere. Like, well, now he's dead. How are we going to recast him? We have a
right.
movie lined up. We need to get somebody in the role.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
very
And I've
yeah.
been
That's
saying this
just
a lot. They could have been. They can just easily go with the
I'm gonna
comic and
share this
have. I mean,
article
he
with
hasn't
the
he
chat if I
hasn't
was
died in the
looking at.
comic or anything, but he can easily be replaced by Shuri, and Shuri took over.
yeah. I
But
didn't
they
want
need
to
to
get.
put a bow on it.
I didn't want to get into the comics because in the
Yeah.
comics there's obviously a route for that, but like it's
Right.
not the time to talk about
But they can
Right.
also
who's
alter it
gonna.
too.
I mean, the
Yeah,
man's not even in the ground yet. I don't
Exactly.
think, and
Right.
people talking
Exactly,
about
and that's the
who's gonna
thing. That's why I
play.
was kind of upset that people were like, "Oh, why are they like?" I was like, "Should they replace him?" I'm like, "Dog, just wait a little bit."
Can we not? Yeah, like can we not? Well, there's plenty of time for that. Like
can we not worry about a movie when a man?
yeah,
Yeah,
Exactly. When
Man,
a
agreed.
man has died, like,
his
people,
family hasn't
yeah.
even finished. Hasn't
right?
the
even
mourning
begun the
him.
mourning
Yeah.
process yet. They're like still in shock. Everyone's still in shock. I'm not gonna lie, this hit me super hard. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Me
why.
too.
I felt I didn't even realize how much I admired him as a
Connected.
person.
Right.
Yeah, I felt super connected. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like almost like I'm watching my own funeral, like above my own, like I'm hearing about my own
Right.
death or something like that. And I was like, I don't like,
Exactly.
and I'm a person I don't. Most people don't on this chat don't know, but I know Carl knows. Like I'm the kind of person like I don't like when outside things affect me inside, like internally like that. Like I like space gap and stuff. That might be something for therapy. That's not for here, but like
Right.
so when
Safe
something
space.
doesn't
Safe
get
space.
it, when something does get in like that, right? Like finds its way in, I'm like, oh, I have a hard time processing it. So like no lie, I don't like for the like the for pretty much for this entire week, I've been pretty much like I don't even like I'm not able to focus. And I know it's
Right.
directly connected to this because after I got the news is when the entire thing started sliding downhill. I think that was like last Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
That,
Something
Yeah.
like
that
that.
the news came out.
Yep. It was
So
last Friday.
Yeah,
right,
well,
Yeah, we
right.
all heard about it when we were playing Call of Duty.
we're playing Call of
Yeah,
Duty. I was
Right.
like,
Right.
"Y'all lying?" And
Yep.
like,
I got a tweet and
Yep.
I was like, and I called Carl immediately. I was like, man, I was like, you heard about Chad
I
Boseman?
I was I had no words for a good minute. I was just like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So
Personally, it made me think, like, I'd already been trying to get my health on track. I scheduled the doctor's appointment and everything because, like, I don't want to leave this earth too early. And like you guys said earlier, it's just this man was at the epitome of like physically
Yeah.
fit. He was a martial artist. He was doing everything he should be doing, eating right. And not only that, but he was also at the start, or I would say like the halfway point in his career, and then just for it to be gone
yeah.
Yeah.
like overnight, it's just infuriating.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just, yeah. But I definitely see what you're talking about, AJ, because it's just
Yeah.
it just this whole week I've been out of it thinking about it.
And
Yeah, I've been, I mean, shoot, luckily I have had no projects or huge tasks. I've pretty much been
yeah,
left to my own devices like for initiative stuff at work, so I can like work a lot slower and
Yeah.
nobody was depending on my work to get something else done because I've been garbage. I don't, I mean, I don't think I got a single thing actually done. I tested a lot of
Yeah,
stuff, I
same.
ran a lot of stuff,
Right.
but it was like an infinite loop of just like not getting anything done, spinning my wheels.
Same.
Yeah.
Um and
yeah,
even before he, this news, obviously I've been starting to trying to get in shape because the quarantine was it kind of knocked my
Yeah, it was
I was
bad
I
at
gonna
was
say.
first.
slowly
it's
losing
fatness
weight.
up.
I had like a
Yep.
slow kind of like, I was like, well, I'll lose a couple pounds every few weeks, right? Like kind of thing where it's like, because I have a target weight that I want to reach, right? Just for the sake of not being as big as I am right now, which it's not big. I'm not like, I don't feel obese at all or overweight or whatever, but according to BMI charts, yeah, I'm definitely like overweight according to BMI
Right.
charts. But uh, I'm like, I was slowly climbing down, and the quarantine hit, and I was up to walking 5 miles a day, just straight up, because I walk to work. So I was walking to work, walking back for lunch, and then walking back to work, and then walking home. So that was giving me my 5 miles, which is like 500 calories or whatever. But it just kind of like padded because I eat terrible. So like I eat whatever I want. So it just kind of padded it. So I was still losing weight, and then the quarantine hit, and I gained like everything plus something, right? Everything back that
Yeah.
I lost for the whole
Same.
year. I mean, not for the whole year, but for like most of last year and then the beginning of this year before the quarantine, I gained all that back. And so I was already starting to work out, but now I'm like paying attention to my body, and that's like worse for me because I will get anxious. So it's like, okay, like
Are you
what
a
disease do I have now?
hypochondriac?
Oh, absolutely, the worst kind, right? Like
Yep.
the worst kind. I'm like you know how that one guy was like the definition of divorce. You see him when
Yeah.
you look in the dictionary. I'm the definition of hypochondriac. You see me, you're like, I know that guy. I didn't even like, yeah, I'm hypochondriac. That's me. So now I'm like, dang man. And it's not really about like fearing for my life because like that's not really like how my brain works. I'm not like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But it
Right.
is about like my goals, right? My
Yeah.
family. So I'm trying to do stuff for my parents and for my siblings. So because I have those goals, I just like I feel like what this
You
did to
don't
me
want
is
to
like make
go
me,
before you're
yeah.
able to achieve those
And
goals.
yeah, and I also gotta like it makes me feel like I gotta accelerate my plans because like you
Right.
said, he's a physical. He was in the best shape that anybody can be in at any time in their life, right?
Right.
He was 43, but you couldn't tell it by looking at him, right? Like he was
Exactly.
playing opposite of Michael
You
B.
look
Jordan,
20.
who's
Yeah.
our age, right? Like Michael B. Jordan's in his early 30s, and you couldn't tell who was 30 and who was 40 by looking at them. I mean, he looked a little bit more distinguished, but like physically,
Right.
they both look the same level of fitness. In fact, I would say Chadwick looked a little bit more in shape than Michael B in the
Then
movie.
Michael B.
Like,
Jordan. Right.
yeah, he looked a little bit more in shape. So to me, anyway. So it was like seeing that, like, oh man, like you can be in great shape. I'm exercising, but that doesn't really mean anything. It's just it makes me feel like I gotta accelerate all of the plans I have because I have been like everything I do is kind of like I kind of like sidle along to it. Like, and you ask anybody who went to school with me, which is Preston and JK and Carl, I never did homework. That's not my thing. I always sidle along things. Like it's like I kind of like I'm not like I don't do the hard work most of the time. I kind of just kind of like find my way into things. And this is kind of the thing where it's like, man, I guess I gotta kind of like actually,
To
like
do the
compress
hard
this
work.
stuff,
yeah,
right, and get to it because
Yeah.
shoot, if it
yeah,
like I imagine like if I only got 4 years left because he, 2016 was when he did like, Black Panther, which blew him up, even though he was already acting and everything, but like that blew him up. It's like if I only got 4 years left, can I
Definitely.
accomplish or at least get started those things
yeah,
that I wanted to do or that I want to do for my
Right.
family?
yeah. And it's
Agreed.
funny. Oh, go ahead, Craig. Or,
No, I was just saying agreed. Because yeah, you don't realize you have no idea. We don't have a time or a
Yeah.
clock or anything like that that's sticking down.
yeah,
But to him, he had some at least inkling. He wanted to beat it, but
Mhm.
he knew for a fact that it's possible that it was going to get him, and so he worked his ass off for 4 whole years, doing his 100% and 20 plus percent to get his content and the things he wanted out there.
And he did
Um,
the Netflix movie. Like, I didn't even
yep.
see
Yeah.
that yet. I
I
need to
don't have that
see
one
Yeah.
You
either.
that.
talking about the
Bro.
Five Bloods or
Yeah.
whatever?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, the Five Bloods. Yeah.
Like,
I
he
watched
just
the
kept
Brooklyn
pushing.
movie.
Yeah,
I
he
mean the
did.
Yep.
Bridges. Yeah,
Like
The
to the
Bridges. Yeah, I
very.
need to watch Bridges.
that's one
Yeah,
with
he kept
Bridges.
pushing.
Okay, so
Marshall.
we. Oh my bad. What you want to say, JK?
No, I'm saying Marshall. But no,
Yeah.
I'll end with this. I was saying, when it comes to health and stuff, like, I hope it didn't happen to him. How we were talking about the discrimination with certain
Yeah.
things going on, because I would hate to be that he went and did checkups and or did certain checkups, went to certain doctors. Of course, he probably got the best doctors out there, but I wonder if it could have been prevented when he wasn't as popular, that those doctors kind of just brushed him off. They're like,
Mm.
"Oh, well,
Mm.
you're fine. You're in top shape or whatever. There's nothing wrong with you, whatever."
Yeah.
And so I hope
Yeah,
that.
I genuinely do believe that bias goes both ways. It goes, if you have weight, and then if you don't have weight, oh well, you're in great shape. You don't have to worry about it. But
Yeah,
my internals might be different. My blood might say something else. Like just because my outside seems fine or my outside seems bad, it doesn't mean that's the reason for what's going on.
yeah, and how Carl was saying, like, having your own metrics,
Yep.
because just because and I saw it too when you look at your blood work. There's a metric for African Americans.
Hmm.
I forgot what it is, but it's higher than the normal range, because that's the tell that you're black or something like that.
Hmm.
And
Mm.
so I forgot what it was,
That's
but
just how stressed you are in this society.
right.
Facts.
That's true.
Um.
That's true. There's a natural level of stress we wake up
Of
with that
stress.
like white people could never imagine. Like they don't even
Yeah,
get
Yep.
it. Like I couldn't explain it to you. It's invisible.
I couldn't. It's like
No.
yeah,
a seventh sense almost that you kind of wake up with, that you're born with.
Facts.
yeah,
You're born. The doctor looks at you, and you start wondering whether or not this man's going to ask for your ID. You have no idea.
Facts.
You're a baby. You don't have an ID yet.
but yeah,
Alright.
it's crazy. But yeah, but seeing that, I was like, nah, this. I was like, that's what kind of made me realize, like, I should be taking my own metrics or whatever. So, but yeah, but Star,
Yeah.
go ahead. I think
Um.
we're out of.
Yeah, we are like far, but I do want to say one more thing before we close out. My wife actually works for the nonprofit arm of Delta Sigma Theta, and they are working to get Black people into medical research. The average like volunteer for medical research is a 60-year-old white male. Back to kind of what Carl was saying, he gets like 45. The average is a 60-year-old white male, and they are, they're working with their, they got a grant from the NIH, partner with NIH to try and get, more diverse people into medical research. And DST obviously is a Black sorority. They're focused, on the Black community. There are other organizations they partner with that work with, like, Latinx communities and everything like that. But so if anybody here in the chat or anybody here with us on Twitch wants more information about that, I'm happy to share. Um, and yeah,
Quick question. What if
go
you're
ahead.
AKA? Do you still get
It's
the
the what
same
if
level of service? It's
they'll,
like,
Yeah,
nah.
they'll take it reluctantly.
Nah,
I knew something was coming like that.
nah.
You stupid as hell.
Don't start it up.
Alright,
Don't start it up.
facts. Right.
Right up the
All
beef.
right, so we kind of went long tonight, but I feel like definitely I wanted to kind of let us draw out the health chat. It's definitely not something that we talk about enough as
Should
Black
be
people, and especially as Black men. Like I
agreed.
mean, but that's gonna be it for us on the podcast tonight. Definitely thank you for joining us. Let us know what you think about the discussions we had today. If there's something that we haven't covered that you want us to cover, or anything like that, follow us at Blerdimension everywhere. If you haven't, hit the notification bell so you can know when we go live. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We're gonna take a brief intermission and then we're gonna switch over and play some Halo. But stay tuned.
AJ, take off your gloves now.
Yeah, take off the
Hey
take
man,
off take off the
I
vest,
took
take off
off
the
all the
gloves,
look.
the
Look, I took
wrists.
all the way to
Drink
close
some
it off.
water, get
It's
hydrated.
no
Water, get
games, man.
hydrated.
I'm winning the first game tonight,
You
guys.
winning
I'm
And
the
winning
I
it.
want
first
It's a
your
game,
guarantee.
screen,
I'm
your
bro.
calling my
This
screen.
man
shot
is
like
out of here.
Babe Ruth.
You,
I want
Babe
your.
Ruth. I'm pointing out to the out. I'm pointing out to the stands.
bruh.
I
Somebody
think you
get
want
this
to be like
man.
Hank Aaron, because Hank Aaron hit them bad boys out the park
Yeah,
more than
that's where
Babe
it's
Ruth.
going, JK. I can't
That's where it's
control it.
going.
I
I
can't
don't know,
control
bro.
it.
I
I'm
don't
just
know, bro.
saying,
I believe in you, dog. I believe we gonna see what happens.
I just don't. I
Mhm.
just want you to hydrate. Make sure your voice is very,
Look,
low
guys,
kept.
I'm winning the
When you
first
have those agonizing
match.
screams of pain of getting
The
killed,
I'm winning the
you
first
don't
match.
scream.
But
Are you
Crescent,
even
I think
warmed
that
up?
I think that there's gonna be an emergency at your house. I don't know how I know that,
You sure you want to make that
but
threat?
like I think you should probably like check on your household first before you
A
jump in
word.
the game.
I think you may. I think you may want to. You know what? I'm not. I'm not gonna even start it. I'm just gonna let it happen. And when it does happen, you give me a call. Like, JK, I'm so sorry. Help me,
No,
please. I'm so
look,
sorry. I'm like, nope. You did it yourself. You did it yourself.
listen. I'm winning the first match. I can't help that, guys.
It's
I
not.
apologize in advance.
I don't
Whatever.
know.
We'll
We gonna
see.
see what happens.
Let me go ahead and
We
start this
shall
bad boy
You
see.
up.
warmed up, Carl? You been over there warming up with your mic off?
Hey, you know you've been warming up.
I got a few games
Almost
in
hit
here and
Avengers.
there.
I've not been warming up. My wife has loud video, as you probably hear in the
Oh,
background,
okay.
and she's doing a little shisty stuff. You know, got a little playful, and it saved you from that.
You
That's
see.
all it was.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I
Why
do
is my
appreciate
shit
that.
not want
Are
to
we?
link up?
Are we just hopping on the
see. Did they already send me an invite? There we go.
I downloaded it, but I never played it.
What's that you downloaded and never played?
Carl and Chris and I played it for like an hour last week.
What's that? Oh, it's
We went on
fun.
a hot streak for a second and then just got annihilated.
That's good shit, man.
Yeah, no, my health is something that's been on my mind a lot lately, especially as like my little ones continue to grow. Man, I couldn't imagine leaving them too early.
I think that's what gets most men into shape is when they start like having kids and they're like, man, I want to be here for this stuff.
Right.
And that, and then you don't want them to, especially a son, to grow up to be able to whoop your ass too.
That's my, that's my motivation for getting into shape now. I don't even have kids, but I'm like, you know what? One of these days I might have to fight somebody or threaten somebody.
He's gonna try me.
Have some sort of physical presence that they'll respect.
Also, I never want one of my like daughter's boyfriend to ever think that he's boss enough to step to me. Cause I will kill him.
Oh, facts.
Like, or let me ever, God forbid, let me ever find out a man put his hands on my daughter, you will see me in jail the next night. Cause I'm killing that motherfucker. Killing him dead.
Oh, you ain't here, JD?
Disappear.
Hey,
Right.
Killed that man.
He killed her boyfriend. That nigga went night forever. Forever, my ever.
Oh yeah, Carl's got 2 daughters, and Carl's kind of crazy. So
You said Carl's cutting.
I have 2 daughters as well.
By
I
default,
couldn't imagine it, but it is something my wife asked me. Like, well, if it ever happened, God forbid, motherfucker would die in that moment.
Y'all want to do 2v2v2?
I'm down for that.
Here we go.
Yeah. 3v3, 2v2.
who will be on the winners team? That's the only question I want to know.
I'm on that.
Hey, I'm actually down for this spread.
This spread here.
do it.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
Oh, I get what you're saying, but I just who wants to be on the winners team? Is the question I asked.
As long as I get to kill
Take
Curry,
it.
I'm good.
Take it how you feel.
No, you know how you meant it. You're down for this spread. Yeah, this is a good challenge for you. I know what it meant.
Hey, that's you. You said that.
It's all
He
these
said
hands
your
in the
words.
streets. I know how it is.
That's your words.
I know
Yo,
exactly
yo.
how it is.
Yo, D, what you
Suave,
playing
are you
tonight?
continuing the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I think Nasser
I like
can
the
screaming
I like
too.
the switch that you put up on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
The pause. The pause.
Yeah.
The pause screen.
I like
Oh
that
shit,
a lot.
I can't find that thing now. Oh, there we go.
News and shit.
Alright, I'm about to get on.
Do your Xboxes get frozen periodically
Today
when
your
you gotta
birthday?
like do a hard restart?
Dude, sometimes, yes. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
My
Today
That
your
stuff's
birthday,
happening
G?
like every couple days.
Yeah, I didn't notice it like all before, but recently, like, the shit is crazy.
Appreciate
Really?
it.
Yeah.
You're a jerk face jerk.
Oh god, what he killed me.
That's what you deserve. Go to sleep.
Oh, God. I was just protecting my teammate, man. Carl's gonna give me all that trash.
Nobody cares about your
You said
little
nobody
excuses.
cares.
You
Damn.
should've let me have that beat down.
Oof. Tried to get me, Lord. Oh, damn. I only get 1 nade to start. That's whack.
No! Wait. Think about what you're doing.
Bullshit.
You said
What? Oh shit! Happy birthday, dog! I didn't even know it was your birthday.
Oh, Darren's
Shit.
birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He ain't tell nobody.
Sure. I know.
That's what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Were we not doing that this whole time?
Is that not what this is?
No, we weren't doing it the whole time, okay?
That's how you get.
Let's send you a little something.
Because you're garbage individual, you're aware of it. So I mean,
Damn. Yeah, both.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
I didn't even
That's
see
Both
crazy.
of
Wow,
them.
I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
exactly. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to see it.
it.
God damn it.
I'm not certain.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Well, this conversation wasn't between you.
Oh no, it's two of them.
Carl.
I'm just trying to help out, my teammate.
Ah,
No
man,
one
you
uses
trash,
help,
bro.
Your help is
Don't
not
use my
required.
words against me. It's not right.
Oh, watch out. Ah, fuck.
Oh, it just
Damn.
disintegrated. That was terrible.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, I missed you.
Oh, that's some bull.
God damn it, they're going for the rocket launcher.
He said that's it. I got you.
Dang it! I ran out of bullets. That was trash. I
Oh.
was reloading around.
I can't lose the AJ. No.
Damn.
Why you say it like it's so terrible? Like, wow.
Because he's a horrible human being. He doesn't have any emotions.
Am I horrible or is just?
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Bunch of
You're a
bullshit.
My
bad
rival.
excuse
Alright,
for
sir.
a human
I just
being.
Damn
cleaned
it,
up-
sir.
You just cleaned up all of
Am
them.
I?
Alright, that's cool.
No,
Yes.
it's all good. It's
All
a
of
team
my
effort.
KK,
That's crazy.
he's got rocks. Be careful.
Fuck.
I don't have nothing. What you talking about?
He's got
That's the
rocks.
last person I want to have rocks.
Right.
First person is probably me.
Oh.
Hey,
Maybe
hey,
sure.
Rito,
That's
chill,
embarrassing.
bruh.
I mean, I'm trying to. You know?
Nah, bruh.
Hey.
You keep hitting me with that SMG. I don't know why I don't switch when I'm fighting that close.
Oh my! Oh damn you!
Hey, who's just throwing random bombs around here?
Everybody.
You can hurt somebody like
Yeah,
that,
that's-
guys. Behind you!
Oh, my aim is off tonight.
Damn. Ah, damn it.
It'll come back.
Yeah, my aim is on tonight too, guys.
I don't know how much more garbage I could be.
Oh shit!
This
Oh,
is
Put a
damn
little
it!
too much rum in there.
Where did you fucking snipe me from? Oh, I see.
With a little bit too much rum in there.
Alright.
Hey, shoot, where am I getting hit from? Oh, from the right.
Unnecessary.
I forgot to lower the respawn count.
Dang it! It's all three of them over here. I ain't got no teammates.
Yikes!
It was literally just blue niggas just out of everywhere.
Alright, that's cool, Beast. That's how we do things.
Oh shit.
God, I can't stand Beast.
Oh no. I'm dead. They after me. They're after me.
Would you die?
Get him out of there.
No
Man.
rocks for you.
Oh, what? Nah, it was one in there.
I'm positive I got your teammate with just that one rocket, so I didn't need much.
Good shit.
Die.
What? How? Did you just
Die.
jump
Good
up?
shit.
Oh, okay.
Triple kill.
Alright.
Wiping the
What are you
team.
doing with that sniper rifle?
Who wants
Alright,
it?
great. I do. You die first.
Okay.
Oh man, somebody got sniped.
Something
That
serious.
was awful.
Not
I'm
at
just
that
staying out of
large.
the way so my team can score. And not get as
We
many shots
appreciate
taken
that.
from him. Shut up, Craig. You're not nuts, sir. You can't talk to me like that.
I'm done.
who you think you are, Creston?
Good shit.
Oh my
You gotta-
goodness.
You gotta speak to me like a regular person.
There we go.
Whoa!
Nigga was chasing. God dang, Swab. Swab really wanted that kill.
I mean, I saw you crinkling. I was like, this is my chance right here. Go ahead and take this man out.
Bombs are not that fun to throw. You should stop throwing them. They hurt people. And they hurt
I
their
mean,
feelings too when they
you
can't
said they
kill
hurt
us.
their-
Get out of here.
Alright, bitch.
Get out of here.
I hate to do it. You
You
know,
didn't hate that.
I did.
Yeah, well, I can see the smile on your face, under your helmet.
God damn it.
Oh, damn you.
Shit, Swall.
Damn it.
Whew.
He weak.
And I had nothing to do
He
with
tender
that.
right there, yep.
Really sweating. Unnecessary. It's
Ah!
unnecessary.
It's-
Can't stand y'all people.
Oh,
We can't stand you.
Good job, sir.
oh, where the fuck did you come from? God damn it.
I want bees. I want bees just one more time.
He's up there by the rocks, where the rocks respawn.
I got him.
He's really trying to throw bombs at me and kill me.
That's bull. I'm behind the cover.
You would know.
I got the
I'm
sliver.
snitching. I'm telling
Where the fuck?
everybody is.
Ah, shh.
Yeah.
I thought I had the
Get the fuck
SMG.
out of there.
Crescent killed him in midair. I was trying to hit him in the back.
From where?
I,
Oh my.
I thought
Ground,
Crescent was
baby.
setting up the
The
live.
ground.
I was about to alley
You know what?
He's setting up the live.
All right.
That's ridiculous.
But you
That
know
don't even
what?
make any sense to do a Spartan,
You
or whatever.
Yeah.
Ground pound from there.
He's done nothing wrong. That's what criminals say.
Sorry, Swab. Nah, I'm not.
He's not. He's not sorry. Guys, I've been staying out of my team's way and not dying so that they can win.
God damn it! How did you not die, sir? Get his.
Oh!
Got him.
God damn it. I tried to
Tell
turn
me how
around
you
and
did
beat your ass. Same shit you be doing to me. That's how I did that.
Trade.
Why are these people dead?
I'll take the trade.
Oh! Carl! No, it's Beast! Ah, God! I have no kills. I am not helping. The only way I'm helping is staying out of the way. I
God
don't like this
damn it.
dynamic.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
I feel like Mario Chalmers on the Heat.
Oh, damn it.
This shit's wild.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get on Xbox. You gotta hook up that Xbox. I'll be in a PC elitist.
That was everything. The fact that I just killed beasts like that was everything I needed.
Oh, you bastard.
I love it!
Alright.
Yes, that's who I wanted. I wanted your ass for sure.
Alright. Okie dokie. You wanna play those games?
Come on, that's
My
trash,
little
man.
friend.
I'm working over here and then everybody want to be on the same side at once. Swab was blinking. You turned around and ran from me. That's how I know you was in trouble. I was like, he ran from me? I was like,
That was not what I expected.
You tried!
I said, if this nigga
Damn it.
running from
My bad.
me-
You went right on top of that.
You almost got me. I'm not gonna lie. I heard it. I was like, that's that nigga right there.
What?
Dang it. I can't see nobody. I never see anybody. I just get blown up or shot.
Watch,
I
he
be
got
looking on
rockets.
radar. That don't mean nothing to me.
You dirty bastard.
Oh, am I? Karma's a bitch.
I can't kill nobody today.
Yeah, Karma definitely is a bitch.
Wow.
Call me Karma fucking San Diego.
I think I've progressively gotten
Your
worse
ass
at this game every week.
is
I don't know
dead.
what y'all been putting in my water,
Nah, it's
but I've
blame
gotten
it on
worse.
Die.
Like
Where?
progressively worse at this game.
1 minute left.
Every week I've gotten worse. I started out like in the middle, and now I'm at the very bottom.
Really? Oh gosh, God doesn't love ugly.
Oh, okay.
Well, JK, if you put your face on the do it, that's just gonna happen. We don't make the
That was
rules.
a good grenade.
All right, AJ.
JK, how much more can you?
Never
punish
in
me?
my
What-
life
what-
have I
what you
ever
gonna do,
seen
JK?
somebody right there. I've never in my life seen somebody set right there. So I'll give AJ that.
I was like, how much more are you gonna punish me? You kill me every time I fight you. Like I'm not. There's no punishment. It's normal.
You ran right
From
on top
where?
of that. You ran right on top of it.
It was to the left of me.
Nah, I
That's
threw
what
another one. I had two.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, you ran right on top.
That's right. Let's go.
Hey guys, did y'all remember what I said? I said I was gonna win. Remember I said I was gonna win the first game?
Yo, get the fuck
How
out of
many of y'all
here.
remember that? Yo, boys,
Who's
I'm
man's?
But you didn't win, technically.
I didn't get
Your
no
teammates
points.
won the game points. You said you're gonna win a game 1-on-1. That's what you
I
said.
didn't say one-on-one. When did I use the words one-on-one? I never said
I
that.
need-
I
said,
said I'm
I
gonna
mean-
win
some
the
of
a
this
first
game
game.
against
beverage to
everybody
wear off.
here.
You said you need some.
I said-
Need to eat some
I
crackers,
said, I'm gonna
Carl.
win the first game.
Some of that gentleman's beverage to
I
to wear.
said,
Yeah.
I said I'm gonna win
He
the first
definitely
game. I
said,
won the
I'm gonna
first
win
game.
the first game, and he did do what he said. He won.
I
the
did
game.
exactly.
Did he do what he said?
He was
no,
in the
we did
winning
what I
team.
said. We did what I said.
You didn't say that you were going to be on the winning team. You said you were going to win.
Well-
Exactly.
Do you not understand
Exactly.
what winning? What
Exactly.
team?
Point.
But he
what
I
did
feel
you say?
like
he
Winning
did
team.
win.
I feel
No,
like
no,
the
no, no.
stats I'm
Okay,
looking
how do
at does not
how do you
convey
constitute? How do you constitute
the
winning
winner.
when you're on a team? How do you constitute it? Is
The
Michael
team
Jordan
wins.
the only winner on the Chicago Bulls?
Look,
I
there's
mean,
been
yeah,
rumors
Because
that
last
that's
time I
different.
checked,
He said-
Jay Armstrong
He
had
said,
the ring
I'm
too.
going to win the first game,
That's
implying
not a
that.
great
I didn't
way
say
to
I was
win.
By
gonna win it for
myself.
my team. I said I
You
was
didn't
gonna
say,
win.
you didn't say,
There's a
I'm going
guys-
to
reason
win
Matt
the
Barnes
team first
didn't
game.
accept his ring.
So no.
Guys,
He still got
Matt
it
Barnes
though.
didn't accept it.
He still got it though. They forced him to have it, did they not? Because he's a warrior and he
He
won.
didn't accept because he
won a
knew in his heart
championship.
what he contributed, AJ. He
Listen,
knew.
listen, look, listen. I
Do
don't
you
know
know?
anything in my heart.
Do you know what
I don't know
you contributed
anything in my heart. My heart feels great.
I'm asking. Do
You know why? It feels great because I'm a winner.
So that, you know what?
You dirty bastard! I knew you were gonna come around the corner, X. I'm beast.
That's how you get.
Just useless trash.
That's how you get. Alright, AJ.
Team fire is not welcomed here. Where was my team?
As soon as I saw that, it was over. Sorry.
Where you going, Suave?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
That nigga
I'm going about my business.
He got out of there, dog.
That nigga cleared out. All I saw was somebody running across the bridge. He was gone.
You know, I had to get where I'm going. That's all that is.
Nah, man, there ain't nowhere to go. It's a circle. You have nowhere to go.
Nah, dog, I got business over here in basement.
How dare you
See
take
me?
that?
See me? Now you don't.
Oh, this nigga in busy.
Filthy is
I should have known.
filthy guys.
Oh my god damn you. Oh, this
I thought I
motherfucker
was
standing
fighting-
right on
I
the
was
ramp.
fighting Vito. I thought I was fighting JK.
What? Alright.
Mm.
Carl, watch
What
it
is
behind
going
you.
on?
Busy douche. You busy
Ah,
douche.
god damn it. Hate you. I can't wait till this shit run out.
One shot. God damn it.
Do not come in that hallway, Chris.
Ah,
Man, get the fuck out of here, child. Team ass.
Dang it!
Oh,
I
you
appreciate that. Appreciate
Y'all playing
that.
this as like a team sport.
Carl
How dare
was
you.
shining over there.
Oh, I was.
He was shining. I was about to take me a
Ah.
just quick little shot.
Damn you, Tech.
Pop out of that room. And I got hit in the back
I
of
was
the
about
head
to
by a
finish
chump,
both of you at the same time.
by a buster.
If you didn't
Yeah, I said it,
move.
a buster. Behind the scratch.
Move back. I got you.
Wait, how do... Oh, it's a lift right here.
Get off me!
Oh,
Ah, I would run into your ass. God damn it.
Hey, I'm proud of that.
you son of a bitch. Oh, You behind the corner, huh?
Man, how did you debo me on one?
Hey,
Get the thing here with that bullshit.
Spartan charge weakens you, dog.
Behind us, Chris. Ah, shoot. And behind us again. Behind both sides.
Oh, so
No,
close.
no.
Damn,
Oh,
good shit. Good fucking shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo,
Shut
you
his
was on the
ass
rope,
down.
You ass was on the rope, so you know it. You
Oh,
like,
no,
son
it
of
was
a
fine.
bitch. You on my
That was just
mercy. That was just lucky a shot.
that angle. That angle was
What?
good. Like he just got struck by lightning. Good shit. Good
Golly,
shit.
dude.
Damn.
You
Tech
couldn't wait for
Tech
that,
is
could you?
fucking y'all up. He's
I was
fucking
trying to
y'all
get it
up.
down. I'm sorry.
This is
I saw the hatred in it too. I saw the hatred.
I was missing like shit.
Gosh.
Why'd you stop?
Cause I
Why'd
was
you
trying
stop?
to.
trying
Cause
to
you were
murder me?
missing. I was just like.
I'm-
Oh shit.
JK,
Yes.
come
Why-
on, JK.
Darn it!
Damn. Fucking Cirque.
Freaking missed like 3 melees before I got one. I didn't deserve none of them.
Y'all hiding in that corner. Come out and play.
Sniper rifle on my body.
They're soft.
No, they ain't.
Not anymore.
Alright.
Oh no! I didn't even know somebody was in here.
How could I not hit back after I hit you? After
The
you hit me?
Gino was just chilling in the corner. I walked in the room like, yeah, this room's
I'm
clear. Pop, pop, pop.
Listen, you know,
Huh.
scraps.
The
God
Gino
damn
just
it.
sneaky.
Come on, man.
No, sick.
Oh, my
They're
bad.
low. Real low.
I mean, you got up there, AJ.
2.
He's about to have the whole damn gambit.
Ah, damn, you should be. Oh, you should have. Should have died.
Oh, damn it! Oh, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Big scar.
It's alright.
Hey, behind us.
Ooh, nice. Nice, Carl. Nice.
Darn it. Behind you again, Chris. And somebody coming up behind you. Every time I turn around, somebody else shoots me in the back.
God.
I'll take
damn
that trade.
That
Damn you, Suave.
Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do to survive, man.
I feel you. I feel you.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah. You thought you was just gonna catch me, didn't
Man,
you? I saw you.
I waited too long on that goddamn time.
Oh, yeah. I did not see this, man.
Saw that BS. I was like,
My-
you gotta come around.
Yeah.
That's what
I
you-
was like, all right. About to get this kill one time. You know, I mean, not because it's you. I mean, whoever it is. I'm like, all right.
No, I know what it meant. You don't think I know what that means?
Oh, I see you.
I hear y'all garbage. Oh, wait, that bomb was great. Watch out. Oh! Missed that Spartan charge by like an inch.
I did.
I had to do it because you're shooting me. If I turn around, I'm dying anyway.
I
Damn,
did miss
somebody
that part.
put it down.
You
Ah!
saved your life, Chris.
Missed that jump.
Ah, why is it always 2? Y'all can't go 1-on-1?
Yes.
Say the same thing.
Yes. That was a great nade.
Listen. All of us aren't on the same handicap. It's like golf. Some of us got a higher handicap.
Y'all think y'all tight over there.
Hey, Swap, chill. Chill. Dang it.
I gotta make it.
Nah, you ain't got
Where
me.
you-
You're a liar.
Damn, I keep missing that shit. That's alright. Let me climb up here.
Almost.
That's how you get. Trying to sneak around and shit.
I had y'all. I was like, God damn it,
I was
why
like,
you
this
keep jumping.
motherfucker's knocking like Predator.
I was like, so that's why you keep fucking
God
jumping
damn
and
it,
shit.
Suave. You in this goddamn SMG.
Hey,
Damn.
shit treat me
that's
good.
I mean,
God damn it. Y'all on these nades
dang it. Every time somebody
this whole
invisible.
damn game. Y'all been up in here naded and shit.
Somebody invisible. I feel like somebody's
Probably.
invisible.
What?
That's not what that means.
Alright.
I'm motherfucking
Dang, there's two of them up there.
no fucking
Oh
way.
shit, behind. Damn it. Would be you back there.
Alrighty.
Oh
Shit.
my gosh. Of course AJ. Come out of nowhere.
Throwing a grenade.
Oh shit. God damn you.
Two up on the thing.
Enemy spotted on red port. Grab the sniper rifle.
I thought I had backup. Where were y'all? I saw grenades. I saw people throwing grenades, and then
They got
it was
sniper,
like,
watch out.
Nobody's shooting.
It's just you alone.
Ah, Crescent. Wow. You shot.
Dog,
through
you
me.
walk right in.
Oh my
You shot
god. What
all the way
was
through me.
bruh?
All the
You
way
walk
through. I
right
had no
in
shot.
front.
I had no shot.
Taking fire at Johnson.
Think I don't see you, motherfucker?
Oh, I'm out of nades. God damn it. I was like, I'm gonna throw this nade, and it didn't work out in my favor.
Dang it.
What the f? Get
There
the
we
fuck
go.
out of here.
I knew I was in
Let's
trouble
kill that
because I was
motherfucker.
getting shot like
Bastard.
30
Kill that
times.
motherfucker.
Dang it.
There we go.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey.
Alright.
Baby.
Okay.
Run it back.
Yeah, let's run it back. These fuckers.
That's what I'm talking about. Carl.
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Bow, bow.
Alright.
Look at that distribution.
Hope y'all enjoy
though.
that.
Look at that. Oh, I did. I definitely did.
I definitely
Distribution.
did too. I definitely did. Especially that knife from behind. Yes, I enjoyed that very much. Yes, I did. I enjoyed that very much. Yes.
Oh, good. Look at that
Okay.
distribution.
You know,
Alright.
this
That's as
works
even
with
as you
them
could get it
vehicles.
right there.
Yes. Yes. And Craig, I enjoyed killing you that one time when you were busy stalking Carl. And you know,
I was going after Swab, but his ass kept jumping like a
Okay.
goddamn.
Swab
This
just
is gonna
throw
be
a
fun
bomb.
for y'all.
oh son of a. Hey, watch Sniper. These motherfuckers gonna be on that like white on rice. All right. Like stink on shit.
Not gonna be fun.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I hate
you
Oh,
this map
Lord.
so much.
Yeah, I told y'all what I say.
This is the map
I
right
hate
here.
this map
This is my
so
charging
much.
map.
This is not the map, in fact.
This map sucks. You just fall
This is
off
my
for no
corner
reason
charge.
sometimes.
I wish you
Ah.
could throw people off the map.
Right?
Look at this dude. Here he is.
That's fine.
Unnecessary.
Well, I got my back.
You said unnecessary.
Watch it.
I can't
Oh,
run
shit.
that
Take
runner,
him.
so scatter shot.
Oh,
I was like,
damn.
how do you win this?
The crossfire was so
Carl's
real.
got scatter shot.
Uh,
Ooh, let's go.
Alright.
Get him, Carl. There you go.
Goddamn.
I need backup.
Why you gotta be a hater? Let me get my shields back.
Oh no, Phil!
Damn it.
I killed AJ though. That's what matters.
That's he just fell right off the stage.
I sure did.
He had no thoughts about the ground while he was jumping. He was just like, I'm gonna get this kill. You land where we land.
Pretty much. I knew you were over there hiding, but you know, it's nothing I could do.
Carl's soft down there on the bottom.
Soft like butter, but unfortunately I couldn't capitalize. Alrighty.
Oh,
You
Oh.
jerk! Don't run!
Damn it. X.
Oh,
dang it.
Uh-oh, I
That
saw
was
somebody
nice,
almost
JK.
fell.
Behind you.
Oh, so unnecessary.
Taking fire.
This is not certain.
come on, that's some garbage.
There we go.
Oh
Damn.
no.
Oh, tech.
What
God.
gun is that?
Good.
What gun is
I
that?
just saw somebody get obliterated. Yo!
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yo!
What did I do to you,
Lord,
Tech?
Yo!
What
I
did
just saw
do to
not
you?
get obliterated from behind, dog. Yo!
That's my fault.
Oh my
Wholeheartedly.
gosh.
Oh shit, that was hilarious, dog. I'm sorry. Damn, where the fuck did y'all niggas come from? How in the corner of that shit?
That was
Like
so
some
my
fucking
fault. I
gremlins.
apologize.
Stay sharp.
Oh,
Come
good
on,
shit.
baby. He's soft. He's soft. Take care of that.
Too late.
Come on, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, AJ.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? That's what's been happening this whole time. What's the difference?
Oh, I missed it. Thought that was a perfect nade.
That was a perfect
It wasn't.
freaking name. Dang it.
What were you doing, Swap? Oh, yes. Boy.
Oh, that was a
Doing
good ball
that.
throw, man. Always suave, ain't it? You deserved that. You deserved that for
Don't worry
killing me
about
for
it.
no reason.
I disagree.
Oh,
I mean, I
worry
killed you because
about
you're
it.
on the other team, you know?
Nah, man, you killed me because you have malice in your heart. You're not a good person.
Oh, watch out! They got scatter shot. Don't go over there in that corner.
Yeah, no,
Ah,
he's really trying to hurt people with it.
Where is everybody? Oh, shit.
Don't charge him. He got scatter shot.
You're not about fucking nowhere.
Oh, god damn you,
No,
AJ.
come on! Nigga can't bask in no greatness. As soon as I get a kill, somebody wanna come over around with the scatter shot.
That's some bullshit.
Call. Contact.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Crate soft. Crate soft.
There was all three of them in that room. They're all down over there on the red side. In that same room. Coming up behind you, Crash.
Oh shit!
How?
Damn it.
Is that even
Yo, he was.
Oh.
Good
He
shit.
was
Good
so
shit.
soft.
Good shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Good shit.
That's so crazy. What?
It's just a murder fest in here. Look at all these dead bodies.
I'm
These
surprised I
worthless
survived
individuals.
that, yo.
I grabbed that gun when it was
Bro, I
empty.
don't know
That
how
was
you survived that.
unfortunate.
That
I
shit was
didn't
crazy.
realize it was empty.
Yes.
Aw, god damn it.
So you get
No.
Good shit.
Fucking way. That's crazy.
That's unfortunate.
Damn it.
Team shot.
Oh, shit.
it didn't even show the glint when you shot. Oh, I guess.
Oh, you lucky jerk. I was going to take your life. I tasted your blood too.
I was just
tasted
waiting
it.
for backup.
The iron in it.
That's some serious.
You talking about iron in my blood?
Yes.
Dang it, why
Yes,
two
I
niggas?
tasted it.
Good shit.
What the fuck? Sir, I thought you were behind me. That's why I stayed in that position. Didn't know as you moved.
That was BS. I just leaped on that ledge. This nigga just happened to be just happened to be running.
Oh,
All he had to do
I
was...
sensed somebody running.
I was
Hello.
running. I just jumped around that corner.
No. Dang it.
Girl, that's what...
That's
No!
unfortunate.
Negrito got the scatter shot.
What you?
It's,
You talking about
Somebody's
old
got
shit?
the scatter shot, AJ. Come on.
Right. What are you talking about?
Just a hater.
Nah, Negrito pulled that thing out so quick.
I don't know what you're talking about,
I
bro.
was like,
Where did you
because I got the jump.
Damn. Shit, I just saw a bullet whiz by my. God damn it.
It's like, damn.
Bro, I hate this man. I hate this man.
That makes a bitch.
Oh shit. my bad.
He's soft, guys. He's soft.
Where is he at?
Yeah, come around here. Yeah, Create! Help your brother out! Create was gone!
He got the fuck up out of there.
Because Create was the one he was talking about.
He got the fuck up out of there. Nah. He was like, I'm not about that action.
Create was out the room. Oh man, if he was just a little bit sooner, man.
Strong enemy fire. Spotted one on the catwalk. Grenade out.
Carl has the scatter shot.
yes.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know what I got.
Damn it.
Hey, my y'all niggas guys are doing like
Yeah.
pincer movements and stuff. This ain't no real military game. Stop playing around. They just
Oh.
bomb. Ah, that bomb! Two of them. They got the scatter shot. I don't know which one picked it up.
No, I know-
Whoever's over there.
Good shit.
How did you even get there so quick? You were somewhere else.
Ah, no, you
Ah,
trash,
sh-
bruh.
I can't believe this nigga got me. Oh my god.
That's
Damn.
impressive. Oh, wow. Wow, that hurt.
Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, dighty.
Did you not see me?
Fucking A.
That's crazy.
Dang it. That bomb throw was trash, bro.
It was. I'm not gonna even lie
That
to
bomb
you.
throw was trash. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that for a second.
Ah, they're all right there.
Yep. What the? Oh, JK, I didn't even know he still had the sniper up in there.
Yes.
Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Let's go.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go, Carl. Let's go,
I played like
Swabs. Let's
trash
go,
that
baby.
game too.
Didn't
I
we all?
played garbage.
Goddamn. JK was killing it.
I got
Oh
molested
no,
that game.
no, no. I'm holding my team back.
Uh,
I gotta go. That's it for me tonight.
Guys, that's officially a streak.
hold up. One more.
I
One
can't.
One more
I
That's
to beat
can't.
officially a
score.
streak.
I wish I could, but I can't. So I ain't.
Ah,
Yeah, you
But
gotta
I'll
get
be
a
back.
C2.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, that's a wrap for the stream for tonight. Definitely follow us. We'll be back next week, next Thursday, with another podcast. Follow, hit the notification bell. Tell a friend, tell a friend. That's a wrap. Peace.